Hey, people, what is going on, everybody? How are we all doing today? Is everyone good? I really hope so. Oh, I feel like I'm dying. I know it's a really weird way to start a stream, but yeah, I literally feel like I'm dying. It's one of those days, man. Banger, thank you very much for the 5 gifted, dude. Oh, man. So it's... It's one of those things, some of you guys know, some of you don't know. I'm in the process of quitting smoking. I've been a pack-a-day guy for 20 years. Well, a little less or a little bit more. It's between like 19 and 21 years anyway. And it's it's horrible. It is absolutely just undeniably horrible. I'm over the worst of it. I'm over the chemical addiction. Now we're just struggling with the habit addiction, but hey, we're getting there. Unfortunately, in the meantime, though, it means I'm very crazy. I can't focus on anything, and it's horrible. Even just sitting here, right? Even setting up for the stream, I kid you not, right? I just subconsciously went to grab a pack off like the desk, and obviously I don't have any. Let me be clear, I don't actually have any. But it was just like muscle memory, you know, like while setting up for the stream, I literally just felt myself moving my hand over to grab a pack as that I would usually do, if that makes sense. It is honestly crazy. Like I don't even have any. I've not had any on the desk in a week, and I still just subconsciously went to do it. ATM, what's going on, bro? Oh man, hope you're doing well out there. I'm succeeding. I'm slowly succeeding. That's the easiest way to put it, I think. It's not gonna be fast. It's really not gonna be fast. I've not been completely nicotine free. So for those who don't know, I originally started quitting on the 6th of January. And Moop just redeemed Dolly the mascot. I'll explain that in just a minute. But yeah, I originally decided on the 6th of January that I was gonna quit, so that's basically a week ago. I woke up and had 3 cigarettes before work, as I would usually do at that point. I got work and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna quit. Like it was just like a completely random thought that just popped into my head. It was just like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just gonna quit right now. And hey, I did it. Yeah, no worries, mate. That's fine. So usually I would be a pack a day. In the last 7 days. I've gone from 20 a day to 20 in the whole week. So basically, I've gone from an average of 20 a day down to an average of like 2.5 a day. And we're getting there. Honestly, I knew these 4 days would be much harder. Because I've actually been keeping track, like literally down to the minute of when I have the cigs and that. When I'm at work, it's a lot easier because obviously I don't take them with me. Like, I don't take any with me. When I'm at home, obviously Nana Primal smokes, so there's always cigarettes available in the house. Makes it a bit more challenging, for sure. But obviously tomorrow I am back at work, so the next 4 days, I should be able to take that, like, 2 average down to 0. And once I can get through those 4 days with 0, I feel like that's where I'll be able to go 0 permanently. So we're getting there, man. We're getting there. It's like, honestly, I cannot wait to be completely smoke-free. It's going to be so good. What am I spending the savings on? So one of the things I'm doing, right? One of the things I'm doing is every single day. I actually still need to do it today. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. So one of the things that I've been doing is every single day I will go onto my banking app, right? I've made a separate little, like, savers ISA in that. And what I am doing every single day is I am transferring the cost of a pack of cigarettes to that savers. Just so obviously, like, 1, I'm not spending the money, so I might as well save it. And 2, by putting it in there like that, it then lets me see every day the progress that I am making, right? And it's a very interesting visualization. Because obviously mentally, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, I'm saving money, you know, like, mentally, you know that anyway. But then when you actually see it visually actually happening, you see the account going up and up and up. It's definitely a very different feeling, you know? Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's definitely helping for sure. As for what I'm going to spend the savings on, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they'll probably just go on, like, house renovations, to be fair, after a while. Good luck, don't fuck up. Thank you, Rana, thank you. I'm trying, bro, I'm trying. Also, guys, thank you very much for the hype train. I'll thank everybody individually in just a moment. But right now, I'm on a little rant. Oh, man. A guy at my work spent 250 quid a week on cigs? Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. I could never spend that much. For reference, I was spending about £400 to £450 a month on cigarettes. Because I was not smoking fakes or anything like that. I was smoking genuines from the shop, and it's now £15.30 a pack, which is shockingly expensive. It is shockingly expensive when it's all added up like that, right? So yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. But it's quite nice, you know. It's quite nice. It's also quite weird, right? Like, it's really weird. I really should have included this in the video that I did the other day, but as I say, like, mentally, I'm just all over the place and I can't concentrate. But the changes you go through when you quit nicotine is it's so weird. Like, it is genuinely so weird. The very first day that I quit, I went 12 hours without a cigarette, right? The cravings were horrible. Like, I literally felt my mind just screaming at me that I needed a cig. I wanted a cig. I needed nicotine. And considering I had them in my pocket, it was a mental challenge. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. But we got through it. And then I caved and had one on the way home because I'm an idiot. But at the same time, that one that I had after going 12 hours the very first time with no cigarette, that one that I had after 12 hours, I kid you not, I nearly passed out. It made me so lightheaded. It is unreal. Like, it is crazy the changes that your body goes through. It's the same with scent and taste, right? Like, I've not been able to do completely cold turkey. Like, the longest I've done is about 26 hours without a cigarette right now. But I went downstairs yesterday for, like, food and that. Nana Primal was smoking in the living room. As soon as I walked into the living room, I didn't even see her with a cigarette, but I could smell it. Like, I could literally smell it the instant I walked into the living room. And I cannot describe what sort of sensation that actually is. It was incredibly weird. Just for me to walk into a room and just instantly, like, I can smell cigarettes. Because you got to think, like, I've not completely quit just yet. So it's a crazy feeling. Not to mention the weird one is the taste. Like, my taste is coming back, which means everything I've been eating tastes so weird. Literally, it tastes so weird. I found out that I don't like a lot of food now. It's weird, man. It's weird. But yeah, I don't like a lot of food now. And then, obviously, I've been snacking a hell of a lot of as well. I've been snacking so much. Like, I've never really been a fan of crisps, or chips, as you Americans call them. I've never been a big fan of them. While quitting, that is all I want to eat. That is literally all I want to eat right now is crisps, and I don't know why. It is better to try now, as my stepdad in the 70s actually can't give them up as his body is dependent on them. That is why I would never ask Nana Primal to go cold turkey. Because, obviously, when you quit, your body goes into shock. Your body genuinely goes into shock, and with Nana Primal being 76 now, I genuinely feel like that shock could actually kill her. So, yeah, it's definitely something to do while you are younger, for sure. She doesn't like vaping, Jim. It's subconscious actions keep your hands busy. It is. It definitely is. And it's like, keeping the hands busy is definitely one of the hardest things when quitting. Like, so obviously the chemical withdrawal was really difficult, right? The chemical withdrawal was hell on earth, but that was over within like 24 hours. Once you go 24 hours, your chemical withdrawal is basically over, and then you're onto the habit withdrawal, which is more like mental than obviously like physical and that. And it's honestly kind of scary the way your body reacts. Like, your body and your brain will actually go out of their way to try and trick you. You know what I mean? Like, when I went the 26 hours without a cigarette, my body and my mind was just like, you know what? You've actually done really well. You should have a cig to celebrate. And I had to fight that thought, you know what I mean? I was having to fight my own thoughts because my mind was trying to trick me into smoking. It was so weird, man. It was so weird. Oh man, worst thing you could do is any kind of drinking streamers. That makes the cravings worse. Yeah, so obviously I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking. The next time I drink will be February 13th, I believe. We are attending a show. We also have a couple of viewers coming down again. Man, I just can't get rid of Dell. He's like a bad smell. So there'll be drinks involved there. By then I should be completely smoke free. Like my goal is completely smoke free after the next 4 days. So by February 13th I should be okay, hopefully. And I'm definitely going to stay away from Dell as he vapes. So I won't be going outside or anything like that, and I'm obviously not going to take any cigs. So I might have to deal with the cravings, but I won't have any way of satisfying them, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And then you wondered, he's all smoking again? I did. At least right now, even when I have a cig right now, chemically I don't enjoy it. Like, I don't get any hit off the nicotine or anything like that. It's definitely a habit thing. And even then I can still go like 6, 7, 8 hours without worry, you know what I mean? Because obviously at the minute Nana Primal is keeping all the cigarettes, so when she goes bed at like 9:30, 10 p.m, I then have to go from there all the way through until like 5, 6 a.m. when I with me staying awake and that. I go all that time with no cig. Then I go sleep, which takes me to, you know, like 20 hours without a cig. It's literally just a habit thing for me at the minute. So now I've just got to break that habit. And we're getting there, you know? We're definitely getting there. This week is going to be the week that I completely do it. It is definitely going to be the week that we do it, you know? So yeah, that's the goal, man. That's the goal. Oh, man. Yeah, so if you smoke, Dal can do an IRL punishment at you. He won't even need to because Gem will do it for him. Like, Gem is... she's helping, but she's also not helping, if that makes sense. She's helping by showing, like, being proud and all that when I do go ages without one. But then when I do have one, she massively increases my stress levels because of how she goes about moaning at me. So it's like, you're really not helping right now. You're really not helping. Because it's like, I'll have one and then she'll moan. And that makes me want to have another one, if that makes sense. So it's like, she's helping, but she's not helping at the same time. Oh, man. It's kind of weird. It's definitely kind of weird. Anyway, I feel like we should actually talk about what we're going to do today, because we've monologued quite a bit. So, it is the first stream of the year, and we are naturally kicking off with Final Fantasy VIII. I know it's weird listening to Expedition 33 music in the background, but, you know, it's like the only thing that's copyright free these days. So, we're listening to that in the background, but don't worry, we're going to pause that in a minute when we actually start the game. We are doing the randomizer. I can't remember fully where we ended off. I think we finished Dollet in the last stream. I think. I'm pretty sure we did Dollet. But obviously it's been kind of like 2 months now since we've actually done anything here. So we'll have to see. But I'm still expecting lots of memes because I've had a quick look at my stats, and yeah, we really don't have anything, so it's gonna be kind of horrible, really. But yeah, let's jump on into the game, shall we? Let's actually see where we are at. Right, swap on over to the gameplay, and we'll also pause that music. We will re-add the sound. I need to sort the chat box out because that's all over the place for some reason. That's really big as well for some reason. I don't know why that's so big. We really don't need the chat that big. Hang on. Properties. No, wrong one. Filters. Okay, the crop was actually on for some reason. Let's just turn that to 600. There we go. We've shrunk it a lot. We've shrunk the chat a lot. Yeah, unfortunately, it's still only Twitch chat on the screen. I'm unfortunately afraid. So, fun fact. YouTube have been banning streams that incorporate Twitch chat on the stream. Like, if you incorporate YouTube and Twitch and make it distinctual, like if you have the icons, if you will, then yeah, you're getting in trouble for that. So we can only have one chat on stream until I find a way to just perfectly combine them. Oh man, it's fine though, it's fine. Also, I would just like to point out that Moop now wants a sex sheep sent to him. Moop has saved 1 million gil, and he's redeemed that for Dolly. Yeah, joke's on you. I lowered the volume. I lowered the volume of some of the alerts, so it's not actually all that bad. Unlucky, Dart. Unlucky. I got to laugh as vapes were first wave to hit the motion of smoking. See, I can't use vapes, unfortunately. Like, I actually cannot use vapes at all because they give me like throat infections. So I've tried with Nick Salt, I've tried without Nick Salt. I've tried expensive vapes, I've tried cheap ones. And yeah, I just literally can't get rid of the throat infections from them. So there's nothing I can really do in that situation, sadly. So I kind of have to go cold turkey, if that makes sense. It sucks, but you know, sometimes it's just the way that things really go, you know. I also literally can't remember what we actually have and what we don't have, so this could be interesting. Okay, well, that one should actually be learned, so we'll throw that on just to quickly grab it. I don't even really have any items, though, do I? Like, my items are actually pretty terrible, so we don't have a huge amount. I'm going for encounter none. That's good. Coal shop, sure. Ribbon, that would be nice to have. That would definitely be very nice to have. Okay, so we don't really have much, unfortunately. We don't really have much. A Primal used sex sheep? No, I've not used these. I've not used these. Although if he wants it signing, he can have it signed. Yeah, so remember Dolly, Jim? Moop wanted that as the 1 million gil reward for him to redeem. So he's now redeemed it, so I'm sending him Dolly. He's gonna DM me like his shipping address and I'm gonna ship it out to him. If he wants it signed, I can sign it. No, I mean an actual signed basilisk. An actual signature. Oh, man. The nicotine gremlin is sneaky. Dude, big time. Big time. At least right now, I feel like I'm over the nicotine. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like I'm over the nicotine. It's like, you've got to think, when I was streaming before, I would always have at least one cig on stream, right? Whereas this stream, we're going to go all 3 hours without one. So that alone basically shows some progress compared to before. You know what I mean? I want to fucking overmind sheep. You got to get some strange bugs doing that. Honestly, I'm just really curious what Moop is actually going to do with it. I'd be really curious if he like sticks it up on a shelf or something. That would be kind of weird, but also kind of funny. Hey, Prenny, I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. How are you doing? Try quitting once with nicotine patches. Didn't help one bit. It's the willpower and keep you busy that helped me. Yeah, so I've tried patches, right? I've tried I think they were 20 milligram patches, which provided enough nicotine to keep my cravings at bay. But the nicotine was too high, so it was causing me to come out in like rashes on my arms and that. And then when I dropped to the lower strength patch, I wasn't getting the rash, but it also wasn't killing the cravings for me. So patches were kind of useless, unfortunately. Just the way it goes sometimes, right? Just the way it goes. I need to actually sell some stuff, don't I? Yeah, I need to sell some. Oh wait, no, we do actually have enough money, so that's fine. Oh, I do actually have a bunch of Rosetta Stones. I mean, we're just going to sell them. Because the gill would be nice. What else do I have? 100 needles. They're actually really good as well for selling. We'll sell them. Might as well sell the pet pals and the combat kings. We don't need them. Okay, so we actually had a few things that we could sell. So we have a decent amount of gill straight from the get-go. Let's just buy a bunch of these cheaper items. Actually, Inferno Fangs turn into flesh. I'm going to buy 100 of them. Like, we don't really need any of these right now for junctions or anything. I'm going to get 3 auto reflex. But at the same time, we might actually need them for customizes, like the junk shop and that. Chew? What do you mean, Dagger? Squall quite OP at the minute? Not really. He's just the only one with HP junction. I tried to smoke. I smoked for years, but tried to quit with vapes. Made me wake up gasping and scared to go back to sleep. Vapes are a very interesting one for sure. Because so vapes obviously still do a lot of damage to your lungs and that. But I don't know, I found it much harder to smoke with vapes. Obviously, before the throat infection started, because it would take like 2 or 3 days of vaping for the throat infection to start with me. But even then, I found when I was vaping, I was always choking as well. Like, no matter how much or how little I actually had as a drag, it would always just make me choke. And it was absolutely horrible. That just sounds incredibly random, Banger. Horrendous AI idea. I don't like it when Jim gets an AI idea, especially when he himself says it's horrendous. That's when you know it's going to be bad. Did you do a stream long ban? No, we have not, Moop. No, we have not. You've been here the entire time, right? Dicks! No, we don't talk about dicks here, man. We don't talk dicks. Right, let's go to Timber, I guess. If so, is the liquid that ends up inside coats the lungs. Upon testing, nothing can clean them off. Lovely. Lovely. In and out for work. Ah, okay. I thought you would have been done at work by now. Fair enough, though. Right. What's going on, dude? Thank you for the follow. How are you? Fried food is the best food. We all agree on that, right? If you're feeling better from chest infection, you got... Not completely. Not completely. That's also one of the really weird things, right? So, I don't know the cause for this. Maybe someone can actually enlighten me on why this is the case. But before I quit smoking, I was able to shift the rubbish off my chest pretty easily, right? Like anytime I coughed, I would shift some of the rubbish, or I could manually do it by like the self-made choke, like sort of thing, I could clear the rubbish that way. But when I basically decided to quit smoking and that, and I massively dropped my cigarette intake down, I couldn't clear the rubbish. Like, no matter, even though the cough got worse, because obviously quitter's cough and all that, the cough got a hell of a lot worse for sure. But I was not able to shift any rubbish. So it's like on the odd time that I do actually have a cigarette now, if I cough within sort of 30 minutes to an hour, all that rubbish that's building up on my chest, I can shift it. And it's actually a huge relief doing that. But it's really weird. You would think that you would be able to shift the rubbish easier without cigarettes, but no, it's actually the opposite, and I just cannot figure out why that is the case. Have I been keeping up with 14? I have not, Banger. I have not. I log in to keep my house. That's about it, really. I'm probably gonna go back soon just to obviously finish the story and that. Just ready for the next expansion, but that's kind of it, really. That's kind of it. Don't forget about the wonderfully named popcorn lung. That is also one of the scary things about vaping, for sure. Lung muscles weakening, clearly. I don't know, like... Yeah, I really don't know what it could be. My chest does feel weird, though. Like, it definitely feels weird. When you go an extended period of time without a cigarette, the top of your chest, right? The very top of your chest tightens up. Like, it really, really tightens up. And it doesn't really get in the way of breathing or anything like that. I can feel the resistance when breathing though, if that makes sense. Must save, must save. I already saved me, so I saved before we got on the train. Well, I saved on the train, I should say. So yeah, it's really weird. Big time watcher from YouTube, you helped me 100% FF8 twice with your videos. Why, I'm really glad to be of assistance then, Fried. I'm really glad that you've enjoyed the videos. You were talking to yourself? Ah, okay. Okay. Hope you're doing well. I work currently, so I'll hang out as long as possible. No worries, Patrick, dude. No worries. If you need to pop in and, like, nip out as you need, like, dude, just go right ahead. You know what I mean? It's like, absolutely no worries, bro. I got a vape to try and help with the occasional social craving. Smoky 6 now, and he's got permanent cough. Jem was the same with that, actually, because she used to smoke as well, and then she moved to vaping full time, and she was kind of the same. But at the same time as well, she had her vape in her mouth literally all freaking day. Wait, no more space. I didn't realize I'd already filled up his inventory. That's kind of weird. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to... Oh, I forgot to put the document into... Shoot. I completely forgot to put the document in so we could remove the draw limit. I completely forgot to do that. That's my bad. I'm just an idiot, apparently. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We got this, man. We got this. We should at least watch the 7.4 trailer. I mean, we can do. I might give it a watch later. Although saying that, I've got a... When stream ends tonight, I have a little collaboration to do with another YouTuber. I might watch it later. No, I might not even be able to watch it later. It depends on what time Jem finishes work tonight. It depends entirely on that. So I've got a... So when I finish streaming... Missy, thank you very much for the resub. When I finish streaming, I've got the collaboration with another YouTuber. Then I've got to finish updating Jem's CV for her. From that point on, depending on what time she gets back, I might be able to watch it. So I literally can't even remember what time she's finishing work. I literally cannot remember what time she is finishing work. I mean, then again, I imagine the trailer's only like a few minutes, right? So I should be able to watch it just fine. I can't imagine it would be that difficult anyway. At least it shouldn't be. Like the coughing gets worse, isn't it? Oh yeah, it totally does. The coughing absolutely gets worse. Like, I know I had the chest infection and all that, but the coughing that I am dealing with now is worse than, like, just the chest infection, if that makes sense. It is absolutely worse. It's not even like a question of is one worse than the other. It's just a fact. The quitting cough is just horrible. Any spoiler who the collab's with? It's somebody I've collabed with before. That's the only spoiler you're having. I'd feel kind of bad for this person as well, because we've been arranging this now a couple of times, and well, I say I have kind of forgot about the last two arranged dates. I was meant to do it with them last night, and then the time before that, I want to say, was like last week or 2 weeks ago, and it's been trying to be arranged now for like a month, maybe even 2 months, and it's been a nightmare. It's been an absolute nightmare. Luckily enough, though, they saw the video I did yesterday, and they were very understanding of like what's going on in that. So we've basically fully arranged to do it tonight. I just, like, luckily enough, it's kind of like I'm not gonna forget, you know. Oh man, FF8 is the worst game of all time. I love it. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, Billy. It is a good game though. I don't smoke, but I always get terrible coughs. Ooh, that does not sound good, Michael. Have you got like COPD or something, maybe? I've been smoking and having a crappy flu going around the whole of England. Tight chest and wheezing. You know, I never actually had the tight chest until I quit. The tight chest wasn't like the tight chest I never had with either of the flus that I had in the last month or the chest infections. The tight chest only came in with quitting. Do they want to buy a boat? Oh. I'm not telling you guys who it is. I mean, it might be Tentacles, it might not be. Might be Ben Starr, might not be. Who else have I done collabs with? I can't think of who else I've collabed with. Dude, I've collabed with so many people. It's like the Tentacles collab I did before. That was with like 5 other people as well. Like it could be NG+, it might not be. There's a lot of people it could be. You know, there's a lot of people it could be. But I'm absolutely not telling you guys who it is. You're just going to have to wait and see. Did I play this year? And I think it's heavily flawed in my least favorite game, but I can't bring myself to hate it. What I said earlier was a joke. I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Like, it's very easy to break, but at the same time, the game has been out like over 20 years now. So when people judge it, I think one of the things they forget about is it's had 20 years of being broken. So while the systems are flawed, it took a very long time for them to be broken to the point of where they are, right? Like a lot of the systems in the newer FFs, for example, give it another 10, 20 years and they might be just as broken. It's like that's one thing that people, I feel, need to sort of realize, you know? What did you miss? Not a lot, Jim. Not a lot. We were just talking crap, you know? Like, well, chat's also trying to figure out who my secret collab is with. What is the FF8 randomizer? So, the FF8 randomizer, basically, it's FF8, obviously. However, all items are randomized, draws are randomized, GF abilities are randomized, enemies can use their randomized magic as well. Drops are randomized. The junk shop, so weapon crafting, requires randomized items as well. Basically, everything is different, other than the story. The story is still the same. Tell Tans I said hi. I'm not doing it with Tans, please. Well, I mean, I might be, but I might not be. You never know. It was never able to be updated. Games today are broken way worse on release and takes a year to fix, and they end up failing some games. I don't mean broken as in, like, doesn't actually work. I mean broken as in, like, you just break the game. You know what I mean? Like, you become super overpowered. So if an enemy has a GF draw, they can use that GF. No, not quite. So GFs are only from bosses, obviously. Bosses can randomize to other bosses, but they can still never actually use the GF. But likewise, we can get GFs very early. Like right now, I have Carbuncle, for example, because we fought Iguans earlier on. One of the bosses was replaced with the Iguans. So like Ifrit, for example, in Ifrit's Cave, could be replaced with Ultimate Weapon. So basically, all bosses are randomized as well. That sounds awesome. It really is. So this is the second time we're doing the FF8 randomizer. The first one was just insane, absolutely insane. This time we're doing it with slightly tweaked settings. So for example, bosses can only be fought once each time, whereas previously, I mean, I think we had to fight Norg like 8 times the last time we did this. Any game where you can trivially get OP except Disgaea is broken, more or less. I'm going to disagree with that, because broken is very dependent. Like, broken depends on a few things, right? Because, I mean, there are plenty of other games, right? So, let's take a look at... I'm trying to think of non-Disgaea, non-FF titles. I mean, there's the Atelier. You know, Atelier games are... pretty interesting for sure, in the regard of if you know what you're doing, you can definitely break the game incredibly easily. Well, let me sit down then. There we go. But yeah, you can definitely break them very early. I mean, look at the Atelier Ryza 2 challenge I did. That one was actually a huge struggle. If people who know Atelier, I think will realize just how difficult that challenge actually was. Those who don't watch Atelier, those who don't know Atelier kind of have to go from how I was describing things. But those who do know how Atelier works, they understand just how difficult that challenge actually was. But then at the same time, once we got to a certain point, we went from this challenge is basically impossible to 0 struggles. You know what I mean? And it's kind of the same with other games as well. Like, is anyone? Let's have a show of hands. Just anybody in chat. Hey, NG, what's going on, dude? How are you, bro? But let's have a show of hands. Has anybody in chat played the Enquiries series? So Enquiries Generations of War. And Rob, if you're in chat, I know. Oh, there's Rob. Rob, I know full well you've played it. And I know full well you like it. You can keep your hand lowered, bro. Yeah. Does anybody else play the Enquiries series? Good. It's going well, bro. How about you? Happy New Year to you as well, Zach. I quit my job to pursue a career in archaeology. Now my life is in ruins. We are not doing dad jokes. No. I'm nicotine deprived. We are not doing dad jokes. Oh, man. Lean does. Darkness does. Nice. Ranov has. Very nice. I can't keep my hand lowered. Yeah, so a few people have played Enquiries then. So it's kind of like that, right? That game is, well, I suppose it depends on which one. But it's very easy to break, but also very difficult to break. And that, I know that's super contradicting, right? That is incredibly contradicting. A game that is incredibly hard to break, but also incredibly easy to break. You have to have insane knowledge of the game, and you have to be prepared to spend a long time to do it. But you can break the game. You can't get the very best things, but you can get some of the amazing skill combinations and all that. And obviously you can get some insanely good gear. But again, it's kind of like all games are like that, right? Well, I say all games. All RPGs/JRPGs. As long as you know the games inside out, there's always that one thing. Oh, excuse me. There's always that one thing that can just absolutely break the game wide open. Am I being ignored or are messages not being seen? YouTube has been weird recently for me, so messages sometimes don't send. It's annoying. I saw that one, Frick. Hang on, let me see. Where's the last one from you?
What did the platypus say when he bought some lipstick? Put it on my bill.
No, Dal. No. Bad Dal. Let me get the water bottle out. Frick, I can't actually... Oh, wait, no, I saw your message saying hello. I did say hello back. But that's the only other one. Oh, wait, hang on. Is the chat... The chat's set to top chat only for some reason. Hang on. Live chat. All messages are visible. There we go. I've updated the YouTube chat now. Now all messages should come through. That is the one thing I don't like about streaming on YouTube. The streams are always set to top chat for some reason instead of live chat. So it does skip out some chats for some reason. I am hereby refusing to read dad jokes, by the way. Furia best girl. Furia is top notch. I will agree. Furia is absolutely top notch. You can, for example, make a skill combo of over 150.
Why don't astronomers like Orion's belt? Because it's a waste of space.
That's what I mean. Like, Enquiries games are very easy to break, but also very difficult. You need a lot of knowledge.
Hey, Dad, I have a pun for you. Ooh, what is it? Son, it's like a joke, where you play with words. I just got Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, guys. I'm trying to quit smoking. Don't be so evil. Star, what's going on, dude? Thank you very much for the resub. Been a while. It has been a while, yeah. So I've not streamed in like 2 months. Well, the last time I streamed was the birthday stream, wasn't it? Yeah, the last time I streamed was the birthday stream where we had Doyle there, we had Dal there, we had Charles there, so Dashcam Hull. We had Baldefemro there. We had Gem, we had Lazzy Som. Somebody, well, Moop decided to order me a JD and Coke, even though I hate JD and all forms of whiskey. And then Doyle and Charles decided to put Marmite in it because they are incredibly evil. I'm an attention whore, not for bad reasons. I just say hello to be noticed. It's fine, Frick. It's fine, dude.
But geometry is where I draw the line.
Like, absolutely do not worry, man. It's a valid question sometimes. It is a valid question. Especially the way YouTube does the chat. I don't even know why they have 2 different chat options. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. Maybe it's more important when you've got, you know, like 2,000-3,000 viewers and the chat's just spamming. Maybe it comes in handy then, but for, I mean, dude, I've not had over 1,000 viewers on YouTube streams in a couple of years. I think the absolute most I get on YouTube now is like 500-600. And even that's a very, very rare situation. But even then, I can still keep up with the chat. Remember how I said get trivially OP? It's very hard to become OP. It doesn't seem to fit that. What game, Renif? What game we on about, bro? Talking over your TTS? Damn right I am. I'm always going to talk over the dad jokes, bro. Quitting smoking while chat actively stresses you out. I know, right? Like, I'm doing this on hard mode now. I'm literally doing this on hard mode now. I'm challenging myself. I'm absolutely challenging myself. Oh man, no, it should be fine. What's not fine though is I don't have a fan in this freaking bedroom anymore, and it is hot. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Just let me open the door. It's really hot in here. I want to say it's probably close to like 35 degrees Celsius in here right now, and I'm just dripping with sweat. There we go. Now we can actually get some airflow in here. Oh, and you guys can actually also see the alcohol that's outside the door. Oh man. Yeah, we should be okay. We should be okay for quitting
How do
smoking.
Reavers clean their spears? They put
like
them through the wash.
I've got it. You know, I think I've got it. I know full well. Before 6 a.m. tomorrow.
What concert costs 45 cents to go to? 50 cents featuring Nickelback.
Talk, everybody. Stop with the dad jokes. But yeah, I think before 6 a.m. tomorrow, I will probably have like 1 more cig maybe. And then obviously the next 4 nights I'm in work, so I literally don't have the ability to have a cig. So that's where the real quit is going to come into play. That's where we're going to go from 1 or 2 a day to 0. And then after these 4 days, we're going to be golden. We're absolutely going to be golden for sure. I never like being in streams with thousands of viewers. Hard to have any conversations with the streamer or any of the viewers. I think it depends on the actual streamer and the viewers in question, Michael. Mainly due to the fact, right? So when I was first doing my partner push on Twitch a couple of years ago, which funnily enough was the FF8 randomizer as well. Oh, excuse me. It was actually the most popular stream I'd ever done, and Twitch was averaging 300 to 400 viewers, and YouTube was averaging 1,500 to 2,500 viewers, right? Which is absolutely insane numbers. I've never been even close to doing that again, but obviously it was during COVID, so numbers in general were always a lot higher back then. But even then, obviously with the kind of audience that I have, right? We have some that are very active and, you know, very talkative and that. But then likewise, there's also a lot of lurkers involved. It's the same with Discord, right? Like our Discord server is a very prime example of this. We have about 2,000 members in Discord, but that consistently talk, there's probably about 50 or 60. And then maybe like another 40 or 50 that'll talk every once in a while. Because a lot of people just use it for like notifications and stuff like that, and to like stay up to date on things. Because the kind of audience we have is definitely very mature. So even if I had those levels of viewership, like let's say I was averaging 1,000 viewers, like 1,000 active viewers, not everybody is going to talk, obviously. You know, like a lot of people might pipe up for a specific topic, but in general, it wouldn't be too bad. It's nothing like those like COD streams, you know, where the audience is all like 12 or 13 and everybody's just screaming at each other. It's nothing like that. We do actually have a very, I want to say, polite and mature community here. You know, everyone is great friends with each other, and everybody's nice to each other. It's only me that gets bullied. Getting down to 1 is an accomplishment, to be honest. It really is. I went from 20 a day to 1 a day. I did that overnight, and that's why the withdrawals I went through on the first day, because I went 12 hours with no cigarette, the withdrawals I went through was just horrible. Like, my body was screaming. I was sweating. I was literally, and this is when the temperatures outside were in the minuses. So let's keep that in mind. It was just before the snow came as well. But yeah, the temperatures were always like -2, -3. I was there in a t-shirt and I was dripping of sweat that night, just because of the withdrawals from it. It was horrible. That was definitely the worst day though. Yeah, pretty much, Lassie. Pretty much. Like, everyone's nice to each other except for me. You all just bully me. Can you do a small favor in chat? It depends on what the favor is, Frick. Cigars are easier to quit. Dude, I don't even know why I would be able to buy cigars from. We used to have a cigar shop in town, but that closed years ago. Don't think you ever caught a stream? Well, good for you then, Kai. Good for you. You are here right now, which means you get to enjoy the fun. Wait, did we ever have a name for Renoa? I can't remember. Where's my document? I should have pulled this up. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I need to pull the name document up. I completely forgot all about this. This is my bad. This is absolutely 100% my bad. I can't remember what Google Drive account I had it on. Oh god. I actually can't find it. Where is it? Oh Jesus. Time man, this is the quitters cough that I was telling you guys about. Where on? Ah, there. FF8 rando names. We found it. I found it. Oh, Reno was called Primal, of course. I forgot Doyle wanted the romance between me and Dal. I don't like Doyle anymore. He's very evil to me. Right. At the very least, I should have been Squall. At the very least, I should have been Squall. That was not a nice thing, Doyle. We don't have a name for Angelo, though, guys. If anyone wants the name for Angelo, that is coming up, like, right now. Nobody has that yet. You're not the only one that gets bullied. I do much more than you now. Yeah, but that's you, Dal. That's you. It's like, in fairness, though, you actually step forward and ask for it most of the time. Jesus Christ. This is all I'm going through now with the cough, you know. It's literally just, it's so random as well. It's so random. Like, sometimes I can be fine for a couple hours, and then out of nowhere, it's just cough, 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 cough. And it's not even like a chesty cough, it's a throaty cough. Like, I don't know, just like constantly having a feeling stuck in the throat, you know what I mean? Roland, what's going on, dude? Thank you very much for the sword, buddy. Yeah, sure, that's fine, Freck. You get so lost? What? Why'd you get lost, Doc? Is it like later in the game when you have to do, oh, what's the city called? Why? Oh, Esther. Is it around Esther that you get lost, or? Oh, dude, I needed that water. My mouth has been getting so dry lately. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave Angelo's name blank for now, and then if anyone wants it later, we can always just change it. Ah, so we can shoot the ass cannon. The problem is I've obviously been charging for all the other names, so I can't just give a name away for free, because then it's like unfair to everybody else. So if anyone wants it in the future, we'll just like edit the save basically and change the name that way. Oh no, we've got the train part. Dude, I don't like doing the trains. Oh no, I do not like the train bit. I hate the train bit. I literally cannot stand doing the trains. Oh, dude. I feel like I'm dying with this car. Oddly enough, though, the extra talking is making it a little bit worse.
Dartmouth mic'd it. Currency. 20 message. Name Angela Dolly.
God damn it. Okay, so I've now got to edit that after stream. Hang on. Dolly and dog got that. There we go, got it. I've got it, Joyed. I will edit that after the stream. Primal is trains phobic. I am very trains phobic. I hate trains, especially in this game because of the button combinations. Yeah, you were beat to it, Ranov. You were beat to it. First come, first served, I'm afraid. Alright, I just spam. That's fair. That's fair. I've been on YouTube for 2 years now, but there's never such a genuine person. Appreciate your content and the hard work you put into it. Why, thank you, Dom. I really appreciate that, buddy. I do try to be. I do very try to be. The one thing I've always said, and I've said this from the very start, and I'm still saying it now, that there should always be honesty. You know what I mean? There should always be honesty, because no matter what, right? If there's any form of lie or dishonesty between a content creator and his audience, then it's always gonna get found out. You know what I mean? It is always going to get found out. So at that point, you're just ruining yourself. You know what I mean? You're ruining your own future potential for nothing. So it's like there's no point in being dishonest. Like, honesty's always been a big thing. Like, I've always told you guys exactly what is going on and exactly what will be going on and so on and so forth. And if something happens, I still tell you guys. Authenticity and integrity are strong characteristics. Are very true. Exactly. It's like, Jesus Christ. A lot of people tell me to, you know, like the overpowered videos, for example. A lot of people tell me just save edit to save time, and I'm like, no, because if I do that, it ruins the credit, if you will. It ruins the credit that I've built up over the years, and it makes the whole thing seem kind of pointless and redundant. Dax, what's going on? Thank you for the follow. Yeah, it makes the whole thing. No, Dal, no. It makes the whole thing just seem entirely pointless. Like, I would rather spend a year between overpowered videos, a year, 2 years, and so on and so forth. I'd rather spend any amount of time for them to take longer, but still have the authenticity. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if I wanted to cheat them, dude, I could do an overpowered video literally every week. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I'm going to strangle a midget at this point. Encounter the T-Rex and it one-shots me. I mean, just stay away from the T-Rexes. Alright, how bad are the controls for us right now? How bad are the controls? I literally can never remember the combination, right? 1, 1, 2, 3. So 1. No, so that's not 1. All right, 4, 1, 3, 1. So 4, 1, 3, 1. Right, so V is technically 4 and C is 1. I think. Hang on. 4, 1. All right, so that's 4, 3, 2, 2. So 4, 3, 2, 2. Yeah, so C and V are flipped. C and V are flipped. Okay, C and V are flipped. Let me actually, I'll tell you what. Let me just write this down. Triangle 4. Circle. No, circle is 4. Triangle's 1. There we go. And then X is 2. And square is 3. This is why I hate this version of the game. I hate this version of the game. I really, really hate the train section because the controls are so bad on the original. On the remaster, it's fine. The remaster itself, perfectly fine. But the PC version, well, the Steam version for the original FF8 is just so horrible with controller. You're playing with a keyboard? No, it's just it doesn't like controllers. The original version doesn't. It's like the controls are absolutely terrible. Even if you actually even if you actually change the controls around, it still doesn't work the best. Thank you for this video today, Primal. You've cheered me up. Aw, John. I'm happy you're enjoying the stream, buddy. Honestly, is why I stopped watching the backlog videos. Once I found out he uses cheat engine for many of his videos, I lost all respect for him as a gamer. Who you want about, Undead? Who you want about? Once I start watching the backlogs videos. Who's backlog? Do you just mean like backlogs of videos, or is there someone actually called backlog? Use PlayStation controller, be easier. I'm on a PlayStation controller. It's just this version of the game. It's like the original Steam version just sucks for this. There's a remaster for FF8, never knew that. Yeah, they it's on Steam, PlayStation, and I think it's on Xbox and Switch as well. But they did a little remaster. I say a little remaster, it's not a very good one. It's just like a graphical one with some slight, and I do mean very, very, very slight quality of life improvements with like the buttons and the boosters and that. I got 2 controls swap, weird. Yeah, I've only got 2 swapped as well, triangle and circle. Honestly, I've been following you for so long since the FF7 vanilla runs back in the days, and I fell in love with your content as a Final Fantasy lover indeed. You look really a genuine person and a very cool guy, always burning yourself to make the challenges for our entertainment. I've seen your latest video and I just want to say that you're earning even more of my respect. It means you are human, and keep it up. You have a great community supporting you, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Nax. Thank you. And I will just correct one little thing. I am not human, I am afraid. I am secretly a cyborg from the year 297. Okay, I messed up on the year there. No, I'm very much human. It's like I'm just a regular guy with no other hobbies than wasting time. Hey, Ace, congratulations on passing your driving test, dude. Watch videos for years, but first time caught alive. Love the content, dude. Keep it up. What's going on, Mala? You having a good day, bro? Yeah, FF7 and 8 remaster on Switch. Technically 9 had one as well. The version of 9 that got brought to modern consoles was technically classed as a remaster as well. Yeah, the backlogs is Lemon, a Dark Souls content creator for YouTube. Ah, okay. See, that's one of the things I would never even consider doing. Because it does just ruin authenticity, you know what I mean? It completely ruins authenticity. Like, I would honestly rather spend 2 years to get a challenge or an overpowered video out than do it, like, in 2 days, you know what I mean? Because the minute you cheat on one run, you kill your entire audience. Like, that is the biggest problem. Like, it's never, ever, ever worth it. Never. Because you gotta think, right? The minute you cheat on a run, it ruins literally everything about that run, right? Because if you're just gonna cheat, then what's the point? There's no accomplishment there, essentially. That's the problem. Hey, Duke, what's going on, bro? Right, let's see if we get this first time. Would you use AI on streams or video? What do you mean by AI? Like, can you describe specifically what you mean? You're not really playing the game anymore, might as well post an Excel sheet. Exactly. Like, don't get me wrong, I've done overpowered videos and challenges where I've shown Excel formulas to, like, explain and describe something. But even then, I've never actually gone and cheated the run. Because sometimes showing an Excel sheet does help with people understanding what's going on. He's probably a Moogle in disguise. I promise I am not a Moogle. If I could fly, I would be so happy. Oh, excuse me, Jesus, that came out of nowhere, dude. That's also one of the things with quitting smoking. Like, I've been so gassy the past couple of days. It is unreal. And I've had, like, no control over the gas. It's literally just random burps and random farts. Let me know your option. Rank FF 9, 8, 7, 10 in a top 4 ranking, please. 10, 9, 7, 8. Well, in terms of gameplay, 10, 9, 7, 8. In terms of story, 10, 9, 8, 7. So it depends on which way you want to go. Using it to make videos. I still don't fully get what you mean, Lean. As in, like, making a script or using it to change a script, or as in, like, to make it edit, or as in just complete AI slop that YouTube is banning. Because there are many different ways that this could be interpreted now. You know what I mean? Right, that's that button. 1442. So 1442. Come on, we can do another code. 4124. 4124. Up we go. If you want something calls into question everyone on the game you're playing, that makes people question your ability with gaming in general. Exactly. It's like, it is never worth it. Never ever worth it. Because let's be honest, even let's say a cheated run got 10 million views. 3424. 3424. Let's say a cheated video got 10 million views, right? But that kills any video you could potentially make in the future. I could spend 5 years and make other videos that get more views in total. You know what I mean? It's never worth it. It's never worth it. One video is never worth it. Banning AI slop since when? I thought YouTube loved it and the no effort content forms. No, they're banning monetization for it. Channels that are constantly just making AI slop are getting monetization banned. You should really take a look on Twitter over it. Like, it is crazy the amount of drama that's gone on, like, in the past 2 months over it. Or if you Google YouTube bans AI. If you just Google YouTube bans AI content or something like that, you'll see so much drama about it. It's like there was a YouTuber. Well, I say a YouTuber. There was a person in question. He had like 6 or 7 AI channels, and he was just turning out like constant AI slop, like literally crap, right? And it was all shorts and all that. He was making about 80 grand a month off of this, and YouTube removed his monetization and basically banned all of his channels. And you know what? I feel slightly bad for the guy because obviously he's lost his money, you know, it's terrible. But at the same time, I'm also glad because there was no effort in his content, you know what I mean? He was literally just uploading AI crap. There was 0 effort in there, which as someone who actually does put effort into content, like I don't like, you know, I don't like the idea that someone can just do absolutely nothing and make millions off of YouTube, you know what I mean? You should only get back what you put in. If you put minimum effort in, you should get minimum returns back. That's the way I see it. That's how I personally see it. I promise I'll catch up on chat, by the way, after the train section is done. I promise. By the way, what boss do we think we're going to get instead of fake presidents? 2314. 2314. Come on, we can do one more. We can do one more. We can do one more. 3214. 3214. Up we go. Up we go. Come on. I have no interest in the story if we do that. If you like 7, maybe pick up a save when you get home. Go take a dip in a colossal cesspool with 10 for a sec. I have no idea what you guys are on about, man. 3123. 3123. I promise I will catch up on chat in just a minute. Just let me get through the train section and then I'll catch up on chat. 2232. 2232. At least we're not getting many 1s or 4s. That's the benefit. 2321. 2321. Okay, just completely at one of the button combinations there. Right, okay, now I can actually finally catch up on chat. Where was I? Yeah, read that. 10 stories good. FF8 number 1 for me was your gateway RPG. Don't get me wrong, they're still really good games. Your mouse and screen again. Why does that keep happening? Okay, there you go. Mouse has moved. Thank you for pointing it out. 10.2 was your FF gateway? Dude. I've not seen many people say that 10.2 was their first game. Compromising a person's ability to trust what they see. It's a tricky discussion. It really spoils YouTube. Like, would I use AI for a video? I would use it to tweak a script. Make it more readable. Because obviously when I'm recording challenges, for example, I'm writing the script as I go. So obviously I have to be really quick to write the script while I'm still recording or just after I record the clip, for example. And by doing that, sometimes I get the information across, but it's hard to read as a script, if that makes sense. Because you can't just write what you are doing as a script. You have to write it as you are going to read it, essentially. So I have used ChatGPT sometimes to make a script more readable, but that's just for me personally to actually record the commentary. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a thing that's happened before now. What else? Would I use it for anything else? Probably not. Like, AI is not very good in the content creator space for what I do. Like, it would never be able to edit a video for me, right? It would never ever be able to edit a video for me. I have used AI to generate images for me that I can use to make a thumbnail with. But that is also very rare because oftentimes the AI image generation is also pure trash. In terms of AI content in a video, no, it would never at all work for me. For what I do, it would never work. Primal won't touch Kadalka. Honestly, I'm kind of avoiding it right now, Dart, just out of the meme levels, you know what I mean? Like, it's become such a meme on the channel now that I kind of feel like I have to avoid it. Ultimate weapon incoming? Oh god, I hope not. I really hope not. Insecure since realistic left for town. First catalyst to get me back into FF. Yeah, I can't remember what my first was either. I think it was either 7 or 8. The one that I played the most was probably 9 as a kid, but then my discs broke. If anyone can remember, FF7, 8, and 9, the original PS1 discs, did anybody else have an issue of where they would break so often? Like, it was always an issue during disc changes as well, right? It was always an issue during disc changes. Do you guys know why I am able to, like, why I know so much about FF9 Disc 1? Because my Disc 2 wouldn't ever freaking load, so as a kid, I just played Disc 1 constantly. The first one I fully completed, start to finish, though, was FF10. That was the first FF game I completed fully. After FF10, it would have been... It probably would have been 9 and then 7. And then 8 from there. Slate, am I winning? I mean, I'm kind of winning, bro. I'm kind of winning. How about you? You having a good day, dude? Remember having to do the cheeky disc swap like a Blockbuster? Oh, dude, you know, I never once had that idea as a kid. I never once had that idea. I totally should have, though. I 100% should have. Like, dude, the amount of times I had to rebuy 7, 8, and 9, it is crazy. And what's more, when I got to the age of rebuying them, obviously, like, the PS2 was already out. I'm pretty sure the PS3 was out. Yeah, the PS3 was out when I got to the age of rebuying them. And so they were already, like, iconic, essentially. So even though it was a PS1 game, I was still having to pay, like, 50, 60 quid for them. Which, back in, I mean, that was, what, 20 years ago? Yeah, about 20 years ago. Like, between 18 and 20 years ago. So, I mean, 50, 60 quid for a game back then was probably, like, the equivalent of 80, 90 quid today. Which is crazy to think of. Right, what are we thinking for the boss, guys? What are we thinking for the boss? Oh, we actually have an ad in progress. Okay, I tell you what, you know what? Since we currently have an ad running on Twitch, I'm going to start an ad on YouTube, and then I'm actually going to run toilet for a quick pee. So bear with me, everybody. We're going to have a little ad break, and then when we come back, we're going to have the boss. So I will be right back, everybody. Don't go anywhere. Oh, we're back, people. What's going on? Right, are both ads finished? Yes, they are. Okay, nice. We can go for the boss then. We can go for the boss. Oh, man. Fine. What are we on about? Oh, why is my... Okay, my mic's becoming a little loose, it seems. Right, okay. Let's go see what boss we actually have, shall we? How far in are you? We're just about to fight what would be fake president, but obviously Randomizer, we've no idea what it's actually going to be. Let's see. And before Omega cannot spawn on disc 1. That is one of the things we set it as. Omega cannot spawn on disc 1. Ultima can spawn, but Omega can't. Yeah, the original release copies were just screwed, man. Tiamat fight, here we come. I wish, because then we could get Bahamut. Even though we have no idea if Bahamut would even be any good. How much time on the in-game timer? Like 6 hours? But that also does include, you know, like some AFK time for before stream starts, after stream ends, and so on and so forth. So we can't really use an in-game timer, unfortunately. Is it back on the screen again? Oh, it is. Okay, hang on. I know why it's doing it. Capture cursor, turn off. Dude, we got mobile type 8. No. We're in trouble here. We are absolutely in trouble here. Oh boy. Oh, he's got Meteor though. I would love to stock up on Meteors. I would really love to stock up on Meteors. I really need to sort Squall's magic out as well. Okay, that's a buff or something. Okay, protect, sure. We really need to see what all these abilities are. Okay, so protect and life. We can do this, man. We can do this. Hey, Seppi, what's going on, bro? Alright, so we know what's on those two. Now we just need these two. Once we see what abilities he actually has, we can decide how we're going to do this. Double... I mean, double could come in handy, actually. You got fake press instead of fake press. I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes, right? That's just how it goes sometimes. Oh, and scan. Well, no one cares about scan. Yes, I'm totally eating chocolate. Dude, this is the thing with quitting smoking. It's like, I kid you not, I cannot describe how hungry I am always getting now. I literally cannot describe it. It's like all I've had for the past few days as well is cravings. Wait, did he just hurt himself? What do I want? Do I need more pains? No, I don't need more pains. I don't need more meters. Okay, we're fine then. We'll just kill him. We'll just kill him. Might as well use some apocalypse magic. I don't think this will actually kill it, but it'll get it close, I think. But yeah, for the last... You gain about 5 pounds after quitting smoking. Dude, I'd be happy with that. I would be happy with that. I want to gain weight. For those who don't know, I'm really, really skinny. Not quite anorexia, but still really skinny. Crooked, what's going on, dude? Thank you for the sub, man. How are you, bro? But I am incredibly skinny. Like, I can take my fingers, right? My fingers, I can wrap it around my wrist. You know, I can do that. So gaining weight would actually be incredibly good for me. But yeah, it's tough, you know, it's tough. But at the same time, I kid you not, right? I've had some incredibly weird cravings while quitting. And one of the weirdest ones, and I don't know why this is the case, but the weirdest craving, I mean, it's not weird, but, you know, it is kind of for me. The thing that I just want, and I've wanted this the entire last week, I just constantly want Domino's pizza. And I have to keep stopping myself, because obviously quitting smoking, I'm doing that, obviously, health and to save money. And obviously, when it comes to takeaway, I don't really want to be ordering Domino's every night, because that would obviously get really expensive. But it's like, I don't know, man. I just really, really crave Domino's. But I also can't really do that because Gem's on a diet. And if I ordered Domino's while she's eating, like, rabbit food, I would feel incredibly bad about that. Dude, what's going on, dude? How are you, man? Thank you for the follow. It's like, was it last night or 2 nights ago? It was either last night or 2 nights ago. I was saying to her, like, oh, I'm so hungry. I could literally just demolish a Domino's. And it wasn't even like an individual pizza. Because whenever we used to order Domino's before Gem, like, started her diet and that, we would always order the Domino's, like, double offer, where it was, like, 2 pizzas, 2 sides, and, like, the cookies and a bottle of pop and that. We would always order that. I kid you not, I would demolish that on my own with how bad my food cravings are at the minute. It's madness. What question, Evel? What question? Where am I looking? You might have to retype it, Evel. I kind of lost it. So I had a thought between the last stream and this one with the rerolls of the randomizer that happened, or the bosses you originally did back in the pool. Yes. So there is technically a chance that we will miss a boss now. Technically a chance. Slow release liquid meals that kind of have a lot of protein and make you feel saturated for 4 to 5 hours. The problem is, Seppi, they've never worked for me. So, Jim, thank you for the sub as well, buddy. So with me, right? With me, oh, we're actually about to start another hype train. Cool. One of the things with me is it doesn't matter how much I eat. I will always end up really hungry. Like, always. It's like, so for those who don't know, obviously we had a bunch of people down in December for my birthday, right? We went to a steakhouse. Dude, I can't remember the name right now. I'm literally blanking on the name. Lazzy, thank you very much for the gifty, dude. And we have a sub train going. What was the name of the steakhouse? Miller and Carter. There we go. Miller and Carter. We went to Miller and Carter. I ate a big 20-ounce steak, right? Like, I ate a big 20-ounce steak. We had a bunch of sides and all that. Dude, I kid you not, right? We came out of the restaurant. We got in like an Uber and we went to the bar. By the time we got to the bar, so maybe like 20, 25 minutes after eating, I kid you not, I was starving.
Bitch, motherfucker.
Like, I'm really, really bad. Oh, thank you for the gifted, buddy. But yeah, I'm really, really bad with, like, just always being hungry. And obviously, like, smoking is supposed to lower my appetite, yeah? So it is meant to lower my appetite. It never really has for me. Like, I'm always hungry, dude. I'm literally always hungry. Yeah, Doyle ordered half a cow, and that's not even a joke. You know, like those big meat platters that have like 2 to 4 people? Doyle ordered one of them. It came out, and he basically had to have a table to himself. It was so funny.
In honor of Dart, Dell, and my birthday. Why are birthdays good for your health? Studies show that people who have more birthdays live longer.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that to be a dad joke. I was not expecting that to be a dad joke, Avel. Come on, dude. Really? Like, just a plain burger? Just bun and patty? Oh, no, dude. That sounds horrible. That sounds so horrible. Chicken, bacon, ranch, and Philly sandwiches? I don't know. Like, what sort of chicken? Do you mean like a chicken burger or like actual chicken? When do we get to see FF10 challenge run? I honestly don't know. I actually talked a little bit about that in yesterday's video, Dom. Wait, was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago, wasn't it? But yeah, all I'm craving, dude, is Domino's. And I don't know why, because don't get me wrong, I like pizza. Everyone knows I like pizza. Domino's has definitely improved over the years around here as well. Like, it is pretty good right now. Fabian, thank you for the follow, buddy. But even then, like, out of everything I could possibly crave, Domino's just seems really, really weird to me. But it's just the sheer amount I reckon I could eat. Well, then I have to be nice. I do have to be nice, because I feel like if I order a Domino's while Gem's on a diet, that would be incredibly unfair, and she might kill me before the nicotine cravings do. Hello, what's going on, bro? Are you good? Welcome to the stream. Do not worry, nobody here bites unless you first ask to be bit. Sandwiches from Domino's. Oh, I don't think I've ever had a sandwich from Domino's. I didn't even know they actually did sandwiches, to be fair. Maybe that's like a different region thing. Hang on, yeah, dude, you're making me look at the menu now. Hang on, where's Firefox? You're actually making me look at the menu. I need to know now if Domino's do sandwiches. I've never heard of a Domino's doing a sandwich before. Hang on, website. Yeah, I'll put my postcode in. This is really not helping my craving for Domino's actually going to the website and putting my postcode in. I have to do that though before I can actually look at the menu. Alright, browse the menu. Oh my god, this is really not helping me, man. This is really not helping me. Plant-based pizzas, god no. Cheeky little pizzas, no. Chicken dips, no. I don't see any sandwiches. Dude, they do mac and cheese now. What the hell? They do a lot of chicken stuff as well for some reason. Yeah, I don't see sandwiches though. It must be a region thing. I mean, oh, they do wraps. Apparently they do wraps. They look really little though. They're only under 400 calories though, which is pretty good. Maybe Gem would have one of them if I ordered it. Because I mean, the calories aren't actually that bad really, are they? Yeah, we have wraps but no sandwiches. Which is kind of weird. Like, I never knew they did it, for sure. Oh, Basilisk, thank you very much for the gifted sub as well, man. Oh, you just pushed us to level 2 as well. Hey, Bal, I am good. Thank you very much for asking. I'm going through crazy withdrawals, but we're getting there, you know, we're getting there. I mean, Bal knows from first-hand experience when she came for the birthday event. Like, I smoke a lot, don't I, Bal? Like, over that weekend, Bal probably saw me smoking a hell of a lot. Time to order. I'm not ordering, man. I'm not ordering. I do need to clean my ear, though. It's getting really itchy. Do Domino's do calzones? No. The wings are pretty nice. I don't really enjoy wings, you know what I mean? Bad, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, new shop, new items. I've not actually looked at this pet shop, have I? Like a chimney? See, exactly, man, exactly. Like, it's crazy how... Oh, hello, Hero Trials. It's honestly crazy how I've gone from so much smoking to basically nothing. But I am really, really glad that I've done it. I'm really, really glad that I've done it. Thank you very much, Bella. I appreciate that. Time to order. I'm not ordering. Stop trying to tempt me. I'm not ordering. Oh, I'm not gonna buy any of them. We're gonna wait. Yeah, Dal now has to go for a smoke on his own when he comes down in February. So yeah, Dal is coming down for like an event. So he is coming down for 1 night, 2 nights. I can't even remember. It's 1 or 2 nights that he's coming down for, basically. So that is obviously going to involve drinking and stuff like that. He now has to smoke on his own because I will no longer be going out for a cig with him, which is going to be so funny. Yeah, they don't really have anything worth having. Dude, I need to get like more strength junctions. He's going to be a very cold loner, yes, because the weather here at the minute is terrible. Are the books fixed? What do you mean? No, not yet, Slate, not yet. We don't really have anything available for us at the minute, unfortunately. Dal always wants my company. Believe it or not, Ranif, believe it or not, as soon as I put in that I was quitting smoking, like as soon as people found out about that, that is literally the first thing that Dal complained about, was like, oh, that means I've got to smoke on my own. Good luck, bro. Not even willing to try. What do you mean, Sam? I'm so confused what you're on about, bro. Like, you're not willing to try quitting smoking, or that I'm not willing to try something? We finally have encountered none. You're in your new room now? I saw a video of you doing also sold room. Oh, the bedroom? Yeah, that's done. That's only the bedroom though. This is still the office. This is the old room. So the room that I did that video with, which by the way, you guys should totally watch if you haven't already. It's so funny. It's so funny. That is now just a bedroom, basically. Every time I try to game in there, I get shouted at. And I still have not been allowed to put the surround speakers up. It sucks, man. I need Gem to like go on holiday for a week. 2 nights because Premier had offers. Ooh, the hype train's nearly over. Feel like the pet books in the shop might be because I had them in my rando run too. No, they're still totally random. 2 nights because Premier had an offer. Ah, okay, yeah. So you're going home on the Sunday, right? Because you're coming down on the Friday, staying the Friday and the Saturday and going home on the Sunday. Just so you know, I probably won't see you on the Sunday because I'm in work Sunday night. You're having a couple of cheeky beers. It's all right for some. Dude, I would actually love a beer right now, but I can't. I would kill for a beer, but I'm so scared that if I have a beer, it will make me want to smoke. Having your sleep room separate is so nice. I say that, but I'm not even allowed to sleep in the bedroom alone. Like, Jem kicks me out of the bedroom. Because obviously, I work nights and she doesn't. So it's like sometimes... I mean, it's not as bad now because obviously I don't smoke, so I'm not getting out of the bed every hour for a fag. But before it was like, yeah, she didn't like me being in bed for like 4 hours wide awake. It's getting better though. We're definitely buying 3 of them. It is getting better though. Ooh, HPO. That's a nice one to buy. Flare stones, we're gonna buy some of them. Ooh, no, we're not gonna buy any of them because they're expensive. Buy some magic stones because they're really cheap. Buy some of them. On your channel? Yeah, I can link it. It is on the channel. It wasn't actually that long ago that it was uploaded. It was like 2 videos ago. I've got the link right here. I'll post it for you guys. This is the renovation video that I was telling you guys about. I'll place it on YouTube as well, just in case anyone in the YouTube chat hasn't seen it, and then you guys can also take a look-see. Fox says me thinking that would be the perfect man cave. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I would get in trouble. I do really want. Quitting is not going to happen for you. Oh, dude. You know, I used to think the same thing. I genuinely used to think the same thing, cops. And it was just a random thought one day. Like, obviously, I'd wanted to quit for a while, but I never fully committed to it. And then just the other day, I literally don't know what it was. Right? It was just so random and out of the blue. I just had a sudden thought in my head. I'm just not going to smoke anymore. And I didn't. It was hell on earth. Don't get me wrong. The first night was hell on earth. But I managed to go the 12 hours. And that was enough to really kick me going. You know what I mean? How does Doom Train item work? The items we need are also random for that. What did you randomize? Everything. Literally everything. Your video, your addiction video. Good luck, man. Every day is a massive win. Remember that. I agree, Genus. I agree. Yeah, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Like the next 4 days are going to be the best because I am in work the next 4 days, so there is 0 chance that I can actually smoke, even if I wanted to. Are you sleeping better now? No, I'm absolutely sleeping worse. Like, I am absolutely sleeping worse. It's one of those things where my sleep was already like kind of broken up on average, you know what I mean? Like, I was constantly waking up anyway. But after quitting, once I wake up, I will either have cravings or I won't. But then I will still stay awake, if that makes sense. Like, falling asleep is a lot harder for me now. Well, falling back asleep, I should say, is a lot harder. Especially if the cravings are there. If the cravings are there, as soon as I sort of wake up, like, even if I just get, like, a small disturbed, like, if I just get slightly disturbed, if my cravings are on at that time, I go from slightly disturbed to instantly wide awake. I like it. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I do have cool shop ability learning as well, so I'm just planning on getting a lot of the items from them. You surviving on 4 hours sleep since you lost the ability to switch off last night? Oof. I think I actually have amnesia greens, Evel. I'm pretty sure I do anyway. I need magic junctions more than anything though, because we have quite a few enemies with good abilities. We just need the magic stat to get them. Well, that's the thing, Lazzy. So I kind of did that this week at work. Obviously, I've caved a little. I've told you guys how many I've actually had this week and that. Whereas with going work, I don't take them with me. So I can't smoke there, which is a guaranteed minimum 13 hours, right? Because obviously 12-hour shift and then the travel time to and from work and that, it's minimum 13 hours wide awake with no cigarette. So then I just have to go like the 2 hours at home. as long as I can do that, which realistically I should be able to, I'll be fine. You're having a beer to help you sleep. Oh, I wish I could do that. I really wish. Like, you can literally see the beer I have right outside the door. You can literally see all the beer. I've got 2 bottles of Fireball, all the energy drink. I've got Budweiser, but I'm too scared to drink right now. Oh yeah, if you like, after just barely a couple hours sleep, you should absolutely crash tonight, Val, for sure. You know, I used to hate beer, Ranov. Like, I used to absolutely detest the taste, but over the years, you kind of get used to it. Same. Like, being able to just stay up 24 hours and be perfectly fine is such an old mess. Like, I really want to go back to when I could do that. Sounds chaotic. Oh, it really is, Teet. It really is, dude. So good job for quitting. I quit some 4 years ago last Friday. A friend rolled a cigarette for me. I took a few puffs and just tossed it. It took me 4 years, but you got there. Very nice, Teton. Very nice. You know, it's funny you say that, how you tossed it. Right? I had a cigarette the other day. This was one of the days where I only had one. I lit it. I got halfway through it and I just put it out. I literally don't know why. Like, subconsciously I lit it, but at the same time, subconsciously I also put it out. Granted, I did go back and finish it like 30 minutes later. But yeah, it's a weird feeling. You know what I mean? Like right now, it's a lot of habit and subconscious thought, which is really weird, but also difficult to sort of combat. You know what I mean? Nothing at the minute, Duke. I do want to get some stuff planned. Like I was gonna try and record FF5 Platinum today, like the FF5 Platinum run. My original plan was to do that today. Dude, I slept in so late. I genuinely didn't even get out of bed until 5 p.m. tonight. Like, my original plan was to get up at 2, right? My original plan was to get up at 2 p.m. because obviously I'm in work tomorrow night, so I need to stay up all night tonight anyway. My plan was to get up at 2, record some of the FF5 Platinum playthrough, and then obviously stream. But that went completely out the window. Like, I didn't even climb out of bed till 5. I'm just so exhausted. Mentally and physically. So I'm pretty sure I've said before a couple of times on content and that. Throughout all of December, I've barely slept. Like, I've really struggled to sleep throughout December. Which is not great, you know, but obviously that's with the illnesses, with the December birthday meetup and all that. Yeah, it's just like, it's been a horrible month, December was. And now with quitting smoking and that, it's still incredibly difficult to sleep. So it's like, it got to the point today where I woke up at 2. Don't get me wrong, I woke up at 2. I looked at the time and I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna like lay here for like another 10 minutes, just because I felt relaxed. You know what I mean? Like, my body felt relaxed. So I just lay there for like 10-15 minutes and I dozed back off, and then I woke up, dozed off, woke up, dozed off, and I was just like, I just don't want to move. I literally just want to stay here. In the end, even at 5 o'clock, right? Even at 5 o'clock, I had to force myself to get up because of streaming, obviously. And it was horrible. Like, if I wasn't streaming tonight, if I hadn't scheduled a stream, I guarantee you I would still be in bed right now. I would literally just be lying there wanting to pass out. I'm beyond redemption for making these things called resolutions. I know the feeling. I've tried making New Year's resolutions every year, and I've lasted like maybe 2 hours into the year. When is the next boss fight? The next boss fight... the next boss fight will be brothers. Well, it'll be whoever replaces brothers. But that's going to be the next one. So we'll get there today. Yeah, we'll get there today for sure. Health cream smoking, you don't have to work out yourself. Search some tips and see what is best for you. That doesn't really work too well. Good, at least not for me, because I did try that before. I used the NHS Stop Smoking service, which is just a terrible idea in general. So let me put it this way, right? Let me put it this way. When I used the NHS Stop Smoking service originally, my advisor was somebody who had never smoked before. They'd never smoked in their life, and pretty much their only advice was, just don't do that. And I'm sorry, like, that is by far the goddamn fucking worst person ever to try and help someone to quit smoking. You cannot help someone if you yourself have not been through it. You know what I mean? Because you need to know what that person is going through. Like, literally, but literally. Her advice was literally always a case of, yeah, you just need to stop smoking. Like, you just need to don't do it. And I'm just like, are you... Like, what help is that? Like, literally, what help could that possibly be to me? Like, it was so pointless. It was so pointless. Like, a stop smoking series needs to exist, but it needs to employ people who have smoked and who have quit. Because it's like, you need to be mentally prepared for the withdrawals. You need to be prepared for the withdrawals. You need to know what's going to happen during the withdrawals. You need to know what the thought process is. Because I'll put it one way, like, the withdrawals I had, right? The withdrawals I had were just nowhere near, and I mean literally nowhere near what I actually expected them to be. Like, it wasn't even close. They were infinitely worse. Like, I knew withdrawals were going to be bad, but I didn't think they were going to be that bad. So I went completely in blind, you know what I mean? Going against the routine is one of the hardest parts. And that right there is the part I am stuck at right now. It is the routine and the habit that I am stuck at. Oh, I definitely need a drink. My throat is so dry. I wish you luck, Rick. I really wish you luck, bro. Just be warned, the first day is by far the worst. Because the first day is the chemical addiction. Once you're over the chemical addiction, your body still starts screaming at you. And at that point, if you relapse and have like one smoke, you're okay. Just don't fall back into the habit. Because my habit is slowly getting broken, even though I'm still having like the odd one every now and again. My habit is getting broken, and as time's going on, I am feeling less and less inclined to smoke, if that makes sense. Like, smoking doesn't even feel good for me anymore. Like, it doesn't feel good, it doesn't taste nice, I don't get any sort of nicotine hit or anything like that. It is literally just a habit thing now. Like, I bet you, like, if I had a cigarette or anything like that here right now, I bet you I could lift that up, put it to my mouth, take a fake drag, because obviously it's not lit or anything like that. That would be enough to get me through the craving. That would probably be enough for me. Because I just need the habit now. That's all my craving is. It's habit craving. It's not nicotine or anything like that. Be a good child now, smoking. There's no thing you shouldn't want to do. It's exactly wrong. You shouldn't even have started. I bet that's what that person was like. Pretty much, Bell. Pretty much. Did Gem stay away from me? What do you mean? What do you mean? Lollipops are supposed to help with that? I have heard that, but I just don't have any. NHS series just emotionally abuse you into quitting the series. Basically, yeah. They also give you a time limit. You're only allowed to use the NHS Stop Smoking series for 4 weeks. After 4 weeks, they literally just give up on you. Whether you've made progress, whether you've quit or not, they literally just give up on you. You're allowed 4 weeks. And in that 4 weeks, I should say, by the way, the Stop Smoking series, at least in the UK on the NHS, right? They will call you once a week. So your advisor will call you once a week. It's about a 2-minute chat. They will send you out some free stuff like nicotine patches, nicotine gum, some vapes and stuff like that. They will send you that stuff out for free. But other than that, that's literally all their service is. It's completely useless. Like, it's good to get some free stuff, like the nicotine patches and that, if they work for you. But in general, it's terrible. People definitely react to it. My grandma just quit. She just could, and that was no withdrawal symptoms or anything. My mom was in hell. I mean, it could be a case, Walker. It could be a case of she had the withdrawals. She just didn't voice it. I mean, no... Like, obviously, I don't know what your gran is like or anything like that. But I think a lot of people in general can agree. Old people are fucking tough. They are incredibly, incredibly tough. They will not speak out about things that are bothering them. So it could be a case of she was going through withdrawal. She just didn't mention anything. Because it is basically 90% mental withdrawal symptoms. Like my day one of quitting, where I was going through the chemical withdrawal, my mind was just screaming at me. It was just screaming like, you need to smoke, you need a cig right now, you need to go out and have a cig. So it was like, it was all internal. Externally, I don't think there was any sort of like symptom showing. You know what I mean? Willpower is the biggest part to deal with. If you don't have the willpower to stop, then you just won't stop. Willpower is very important, yes, but it's not the only thing. Like now that I'm going through it, I can definitely say it's important, but it's not the most important thing. Because it's like, the idea is not to challenge yourself, essentially. I think for me, the idea was to trick myself. You know what I mean? I want to say that's the idea for me. Am I still only smoking one a day? My average at the minute is 2.8 cigs a day over the last week. So I've gone from 20 a day down to an average of 2.8. Whereas after tonight, over the next 4 nights that I'm at work, that is going down to a 0 average. Like I am going completely cold turkey this week at work. Get those fake cigs. I have thought about it, you know. I have genuinely thought about it. The 6 sweets, I would, but I don't like them. I mean, can you still get the chocolate ones? Because there were 2, right? There was the chocolate ones, and then the other was like the powdered candy sticks. They were horrible. Like, they were horrible. Yeah, my takeaway habits is killer. Really need to fix that. Currently doing takeaway. Dude, I want a takeaway so bad. I want to get Domino's so bad. Like, I am craving a Domino's something fierce, bro. When I was quitting, I got myself a vape with no nicotine, just juice flavors, so I could still go through the routine of taking a drag when I needed to, and eventually I didn't have the urge and one got bored of the vape, and that's how I quit altogether. I really wish I could do that, Sal's. I really wish I could do that, but I can't. Any kind of vape gives me a throat infection. And it's a really bad throat infection I end up with. Like, I always have to go on antibiotics. Every single time I have to go on antibiotics after vaping. And at this point, I just feel like, what is the point of me doing that? You know what I mean? Especially because I have to talk for YouTube, right? I have to talk for YouTube. I have to talk for Twitch. So if I have a throat infection, straight off the bat, I'm not making content for at least a week. You know? So I can't afford to go through that again. I threw caffeine withdrawal. I quit tablets. I had not the addiction problem, but oh boy, the headache. Yeah, I've not tried to quit caffeine before, but there have been times where I've just not been able to have like a coffee. And you are right. The headaches on caffeine withdrawal is brutal. It is absolutely brutal. Like there's no craving for caffeine. Like caffeine withdrawal isn't really a craving. You just genuinely feel like shit. You end up with such a horrendous headache. It's so unreal. Maybe try a patch or something. I've tried them, not because I've tried them. So the strongest patches gave me enough nicotine to get over the cravings, but they were giving me rashes all over. And the strength that is just below that wasn't enough to beat the craving, and it wasn't giving me a rash. So I couldn't really use patches because the strong one was giving me rashes and the weaker one was too weak. You know what I mean? And I did speak to someone. I spoke to a doctor seeing if I could use like maybe 2 weaker ones, and they said no, don't do that. So I couldn't do it, man. It sucks. It's okay though. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. You die cold turkey like a madman. Yeah, anyone who can go cold turkey and succeed first time, I'm sorry, but they deserve mad respect. Like if I need more water. You know, this is one thing I've noticed as well since I quit. My throat, specifically right here on this side, is actually getting sore and dry really often now.
hard.
Yeah, anyone who goes from like 20 a day to 0 a day just like instantly, and if they can manage to succeed at that, they deserve such huge respect and props. It is unreal, because that is just sheer madness. If they can do that, they can do anything. Are you the kind of smoker I am? You just rip one at all times of the day, whenever? Pretty much, Nox. Pretty much. Like I was going through 20 a day. I was always going through 20 a day. Like sometimes I'd have 1 an hour, sometimes I'd have 2 an hour. Like if I was, the easiest way of describing it is if I got bored, I'd smoke. If I was disinterested in something, I'd smoke. If I ate something, I'd smoke. If I drank something, I'd smoke. If I was just sat here, I would subconsciously smoke. Like I was going through 20 a day, easy. Sometimes more, sometimes a little less, but yeah, on average, it was 20 a day. Would you have to start the routine of coffee and cigarette first thing in the morning? No. I'm still having coffee. It does give me a mad craving still. When I have that cup of coffee when I wake up, it gives me a mad craving. Like I will wake up and I will have no craving, right? I will have no craving when I wake up, but then when I have that coffee, the craving just hits me like a truck. Because it's a routine craving. My body knows that, like, for 20 years now, it's been a case of wake up, coffee, and cigarette all at the same time. You know what I mean? I would wake up, I would get a coffee, and I would have a cigarette. You know? It's one of them. So now, whenever I have a coffee, I still get that mad rush. Don't let my old man hear you. He already thinks he can do anything, even when it's bad for him. Oh man, it's just a case of mad respect, man. Like I have to give him props. Like it is insanely crazy to do that for sure. If I smoked, I smoked. Exactly, Rob. Exactly. Got so bad I would light up a cigarette and realised I still had one lit next to me. Luckily enough, I never quite did that silent. The worst that I got to though was I would have a cigarette, I would finish it, and then I would just within 5 minutes sometimes just light up another one. There was no reason at all for me to actually light up another one. It was just something I did. Just because I just didn't realise. You know what I mean? It was all subconscious. He would just literally be a man with an aura of smoke around him. Oh, I can never go into smoking. I try weed, agent, hit me the coffee fit drove me insane. Oh yeah, like if you can avoid not smoking, definitely don't smoke. It's just one of those things your body gets used to, Walker, when you start. Like for a lot of people, like I don't know about how it is in like other countries or anything like that. But I know for a lot of people in the UK, a lot of us all start pretty much the same way. We get to high school and we start because we see others or we know others that are smoking and we join in with them. And I bet you a lot of people in chat right now from the UK who smoke or have smoked will probably agree that they started the exact same way as well. I genuinely think a lot of people would have that same situation. Dude, moonstones and that cheap as well. That's pretty good. Strength up! That could be really nice, but it's so expensive. I don't really want any of these. I mean, status defense times 4 would be nice, but we already have the ability on a few GFs. We just need to learn it. I went cold turkey and quit when Borderlands 2 released. Oh, I've always just played it for like 10 hours a day. Dude, that's the thing, as long as you've got something to keep you preoccupied. If another caffeine drink, it can break the habit for you. I use the gamer sauce, which is cheaper than my Red Bull habit. Smoking around school, teachers fire you like it's hockey. Dude, a lot of the time in school here, the teachers knew we were smoking. They come up to us and started talking, but as long as they didn't physically see a cigarette, like they knew full well the cigarette was in our hand behind our back, right? They knew that. But as long as they didn't physically see it right in front of their eyes, they just never said anything. They would stand around for a couple of minutes to try and let some of it just burn away. But that would be all they did. My dad got really sick with the flu after he stopped right away. I can believe that. Like, quitting does seriously screw with you. It screws with your body a lot. I have no idea on that. I've never, like, smoked weed. So I don't know. You started because of peer pressure? That's what I mean. Like, that's the thing I'm on about. Like, it is definitely a very peer pressure thing. You know, smokers hanging out together at lunchtime. Exactly. Like, even now, like, looking back at my high school life, right? Looking at how some of those people behaved, and obviously, like, how their lives have changed since high school and how their lives have gone. Dude, I would never even associate with, like, 80% of those people now. Whereas back then, I always did because we were all smokers. You know what I mean? The item prices are random. Went to Catholic school, they actually cared, like, on a personal level. Oh, dude, I could never survive in a Catholic school. I could never do it. This underage drinking in the park back in the day with some hooch lemon. I think everybody in the UK also did park drinking underage. It's like a rite of passage, right? There's a lot of anger and hate at that point, so as many distractions as I could find. Distractions are always helpful. Go off and look. Well, one day both the art teacher and the PE teacher are in there, so we just had a drink with them. Oh, did they not report that you were underage, or do you mean like college? To make a choice between games or smoking, I chose games. So because you got sick? Ah. The FF8 OST. I mean, a lot of the FF8 OST is really good. It's just a shame that half of it's copyrighted. Like, later on, we're going to be muting the game audio quite a lot because of all the copyrighted songs. Pretty much, Slate. Yes, pretty much. Ever tried the Project Angel Wing mod? No, I don't think I've actually ever heard of that one either still. What is it? You have a... we didn't have parks or underage drinking was in a graveyard. I'm sorry. Hang on. So you didn't have a park. You didn't have a park. So instead of drinking like anywhere else, you went and drank in a graveyard. I feel like that is slightly more common than I am probably thinking. But just the general idea of like a bunch of 13, 14-year-olds going to a graveyard and getting drunk, it's just, it's one of those things that I feel like somebody got hammered and got scared shitless. Like, that is most definitely one of those times where if I knew that was happening in my local area, I would most definitely find the creepiest outfit possible. And I would definitely go out there and try and scare the kids. It would be so funny. Oh, man. Evil. Dude, thank you very much for the super chat. Grab a Domino's, dude. Stop encouraging bad behavior. Dude, no, don't encourage bad behavior, please. Like, I'm trying to be a good boy and not get takeaway. It's like I am saving money with not smoking, and I would ideally like to save money with not having takeaway. Granted, it's a lot harder not to have a takeaway, but still. I might have to now. Honestly, with the donor, I might have to. Thank you very much for the super chat there, buddy. I do appreciate that, man. Industrial estate. We never really drank in our industrial estate. You are evil. Why am I evil? Why am I evil? That's actually why your sister was conceived. Your sister was conceived in a graveyard. Is that where we're going with this? Your sister was conceived in a graveyard. I mean, I mean, it's not weird. Okay, it's kind of weird to be fair, but still, man, what? You were 17 and they shouldn't have been there either. Ah. Got you. Hey, Primal, I've been watching your Final Fantasy 9 Ultimate Fantasy mod. I'm on part 42, loving it so far. I've been smoking for 16 years. Keep up with good videos. First time watching your stream. Well, in that case, welcome to the stream. And yeah, we're all kind of just we're all just kind of sharing like smoking stories and that, and obviously like quitty temps and all that. Because it's
order
it's
that
working.
lovely irresistible Dominoes.
I'm gonna stab somebody. Why is he right? Whenever I say I'm trying not to do something, everybody jumps on the bandwagon and tries to make me do it. Why is that a thing, man? Why is that a thing? Oh, I'm pouring one out for a grave. Ooh, okay. Just spend the money on takeaway. I'm trying not to. No, I like now that Evil's actually done a super, like he's literally bribed me into getting a takeaway, so I kind of have to at this point, which isn't really a good thing, but still, it's funny. That's it. I got you, man. I got you. Have a celebration, Siggy? No. Why is it the community's biggest trolls are still trying to get me to smoke, man? Like, I know Moopa's trying to trigger me because he always said I would never quit. Like, I don't have the willpower to quit, so I feel like he's just, like, memeing at that point. Whereas you, Del, I don't know. I feel like you might actually be trying to get me to carry on smoking just for February. Amen to that. Terrorize those little shits. I'm not religious, but I do find that really disrespectful. I agree. Like, honestly, any time you can terrorize kids is a great time. Her nickname is Tombstone and she hates it. Dude, that is fucking phenomenal. That is actually, like, Dega, I have to say, man, that is 10 out of 10 phenomenal, bro. I actually love that. Oh, man, saving money is good. You gotta shoot yourself occasionally. I mean, that is true. Yeah, that is true. And it's like, I suppose I will technically be saving quite a bit each month now that I'm not smoking. So, I mean, the odd takeaway is not technically a bad thing. My problem is just how much I'm craving it. Like, I know full well if I order Domino's tonight, I'm going to eat the full Domino's tonight. And then I know full well I'm going to want to order Domino's again tomorrow. You quit one bad habit at a time. Honestly, I don't really have any other bad habits other than smoking. Like, I don't really drink all that much. It's not often that I drink. It's not very often that I gamble. I actually don't think of any other like really bad habits. Like even takeaways. I don't do takeaways all that often either. Like, it is kind of rare we do takeaways. It took recovering from quad root canals. I'll never go back. You know, every time I had all my dental work done, Vox, I still carried on smoking. It was a really bad idea and resulted in many of an infection. But yeah, no matter the dental work I had done, I still carried on smoking. One of them real greasy shops? No, they're all terrible, Jim. They're all absolutely terrible. Domino's is by far the best place for a pizza around here now. It's not that we want you to smoke. We want you to want to smoke. It's about inner strength and we will judge you if you cave in. I know you will. That's one of the reasons I made the video. That's one of the reasons I made the video the other day. I want you guys to judge me if I cave. If I cave and started smoking again, like if I went back to smoking full time, I would expect literally everybody right now, even in YouTube chat, even in Twitch chat, I would expect like all 160, 170 of you to give me mad shit over it. I would honestly expect that. And I would actually kind of hope it as well, you know what I mean? Because I am making one hell of a good attempt at this. That would be a good thing, Slate. That would be a good thing because it gives all you guys lovely content. You go to the casino a lot, though. I don't go all that often. I mean, since the birthday weekend, I've been once. Yeah, once. So it's not that often. Like Doyle goes all the time. I know Doyle goes weekly. But yeah, other than that, like I've only been once since the birthday meetup. If Domino's is the best option, your options suck. I agree. Like we did have a Pizza Hut, but I ended up shutting down. We still have a Pizza Hut delivery, like one of those like shadow kitchens essentially. But that is not very good from there, and it's quite a ways out, so we're right on the edge of the delivery radius. But by the time it gets here, it's like always super cold. The only gambling I do is the local 50-50 for charity, and I play the gift gambling scratches till the money zeroes out. That's fair. Maybe Domino's in the UK isn't shit. It used to be, but over the last year or two, it has improved quite a lot. Buying a cheapo cheese and smart pizza from Tesco and loading on the toppings at home. I mean, that's fair, because then you can customize it the exact way that you want, right? Thin crust is way better than regular. Thin crust I have to be in the mood for. Like, thin crust I have to be really in the mood for. Oh, dude, zombie, really? I literally don't even have any way to cleanse that, do I? I mean, I have a remedy, actually. As long as the remedy works, we're fine. I got ads right after when I asked about Project Angel Win. Did you ever try it for FF8? I'd never actually even heard of it still, so I don't know what it is. I've had that for a while now. Yeah, the Pizza Hut buffet used to be so good. So good. How much was I paying for a pack? £15.30, which I don't actually know what that is in dollars. Alexa, how much is £15.30 in USD? Dude, is it really that much? So £15.30 in pounds is $20.60. So I was spending $20 on a pack of smokes. That's madness. You know, it's like when you actually when's your birthday? It's not December 5th. When you actually look at it that way, like 15 quid, but when you actually say $20, it sounds so much worse. That is crazy. I didn't think it would be that much. I was expecting like $17 to $18. Hey, you the streamer who removes his garments for super chats? Well, I mean, it depends on how big the super chat is. Just a wall of text in chat. Quit smoking, arsehole. Basically, lean. Basically. I get you. We all want to be supportive of this, so I am dropping vaping now. For anything commandeering, you've inspired me to take that step, so I'm here with you, brother. Exactly, man. It's always easier when other people are doing it with you. Always easier, for sure. Paid full price? Yeah, because I just don't like fake fags. I can't smoke fake cigarettes. Also, just as a thing for American viewers, I know I have to clarify this every single goddamn time, but me being from the UK, when I say a fag, I'm not using that as like any sort of insult or slur. That is what we in the UK call cigarettes. That is what we call cigarettes in the UK. Me, Hobbs. My name is Sam. FF8 upscale background work, but it's behind a paywall. Okay, if it's behind a paywall, I'm not even going to think about touching it. And plus, if it's behind a paywall, they are massively fucked. Because that means Square's going to go after them. It's like they've made content for the game, like they've made modifications to FF8, which is obviously Square's IP. And they are now selling that. Square will go after them with a cease and desist hard if they find out. The minimum pack is around €650 here. Dude, I wish they were that cheap here in the UK. Apparently some cigarette brands are more expensive. Yeah, so the cheapest one I'm aware of is Mayfair, which Nano Primal smokes. I smoked Sterling. which are a bit more. 130 a carton here for the brand I smoked. I thought the hand crank machines for 50 and now a carton cost me 16. There's Siggy and Feb. Can I spray you with a mini fire extinguisher? I mean, if you want to carry a mini fire extinguisher around everywhere, sure. £105 a week for smokes. That probably sounds about right. I used to buy them in bulk though, so I would buy 100 or 200 at a time. Typically 200 at a time, which was how much was it? It was like 150, 160, something like that. All these years and you've never heard my real name. I see. It's kind of crazy how a lot of the times, like, some people will tune in on stream and they'll find out something for the first time, and I've never even attempted to hide the fact. You know what I mean? Like, I've never tried to hide my name. I tried this randomizer for the first time because you didn't know it's this. You went to the fire caverns. Bomb used the end on you. Oh, dude, that's unlucky. That's really unlucky, man. Do you miss Arcasy? What's that, Tiger? Do you guys have like a counterfeit market down there or something? I mean, in the UK, basically every corner shop will sell illegal cigarettes. And you can typically get a pack of 20 for like £5. Depends on the sort you have, but you can typically get it for like £4 to £5. But obviously with that though, you don't know what you are smoking. You don't know what's in them, and you can always tell when a cigarette is fake. You can always tell when it's a fake because of the taste. Oops, I did not mean to switch you. I just wanted the junction switch. But yeah, you can always tell. And I hate it. I really, really hate it. They always make me super ill. What was my go-to brand? Sterling. I smoked Sterling Red King Size. Gotta start rolling your own. I did actually attempt that style. I did attempt that. It worked out, though slightly more expensive, believe it or not. You did try to hide where you live, though. I will always hide where I live. I am not putting my address out publicly. Even when people come down for like the birthday weekend celebrations and that, even none of them actually know where I live. They know the rough area, but that is all they know. It's like nobody will ever know where I live. Well, I think there's like 2 or 3 people who know, just because they've had to like ship something to me. But other than that, my address will never be public. And if my address ever was properly made public, I would genuinely move. Backy's not as bad. I don't like Backy, to be fair. In the USA, that's not really a thing we do, isn't it? Is that just more a UK thing? See, I actually would have expected that to be the other way around, you know. I would have thought it'd be more popular in the States than the UK. I mean, how much is a pack of cigs in the US? What a scary looking build. Now, but doesn't turn into an aeroplane. I know, right? Like, imagine that, right? Like a giant school just magically being able to fly. They live in Australia and want to protect us from animals that would kill us. Yes, that is exactly correct. I live in Australia. That's why I'm very defensive and why I'm always looking over my shoulder. You never know when a fly is going to come and bite me and give me AIDS. And realistically, that's probably one of the safest animals in Australia. I feel like getting AIDS from a fly is probably not even top 20 of the worst things that are actually in Australia. All the added chemicals to tailor-made cigs, I refuse to buy them. We roll your own. Packs where you live are around $7. Oh, dude. If they were that cheap, right? If they were that cheap here, I honestly think I wouldn't quit. Like, I think for me, one of the biggest factors for quitting was the cost. Mosquitoes from Jumanji aren't CG, they're just from Australia. Wait, are there actual AIDS flies? I thought you were joking. I have no idea. Look, it's Australia, okay? It's Australia. It would not surprise me. And I know mosquitoes can actually transport AIDS. I know mosquitoes can be carriers of AIDS. So maybe flies can? You can from mosquitoes. Because that's actually a big thing. Because the, like, tainted blood and that. The infected blood. Yeah, because obviously a mosquito will, like, stab the, well, what's it called? Like, the pincer? No, it's not a pincer, is it? What's it called? Either way, they'll stab you, and then if you've got, like, AIDS-infected blood, that can then be transferred onto the next person and causes an infection that way. My wife smokes. We're in Texas. She pays $7. Just realized you weren't in Discord, but you are now. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, if anyone else isn't in Discord, by the way, you should absolutely come and join us. It's like we always have a great laugh in there, and there's always someone available to talk to, whether it's about games, life, insulting me, or just having general friendly chats, you know? It's like one of the ways we've built our Discord server is like a bar. Yeah, you can always just come in whenever you want and you can have a laugh with people. We've built a very, very good community with no drama or anything like that. It's always just good fun, you know. It's good fun, good vibes. Probiscuous, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you very much, Mandrake. That is the word I was looking for. But yeah, anything that can, like, mix blood, anything that touches blood of one person and then blood of another person can spread AIDS. Also, HIV, not AIDS. Okay, yeah, HIV then. So not a UK bar then. I don't know, like, some bars in the UK are actually pretty good. So, like, it depends on the bar. It's like when everyone came down in December, I took them to a local bar to me. And everyone enjoyed it. Like, it was a good bar. I'm pretty sure Bal and Dal will, like, tell you guys that. Everyone was friendly. It's just a shame the regular barmaid wasn't actually in there when I got back. It's like there's always some good locals. Mosquitoes carry the blood while flies don't. $7 is so cheap. It really is, man. It really is. Never dream of insulting you, Sam. You're a legend. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, bro. I am, yes. I am an amazing legend. These are HIV can cause them because you're HIV positive does not mean you have AIDS. Fair enough. When's the next Wheel of Pain? The next Wheel of Pain is... I think I scheduled that for January 25th. Like, January is a really, really shitty month for some reason. Let me have a look, see. Yeah, so Sunday, January 25th. Obviously, we always try and do the wheels on the weekend, but my January work schedule sucks so bad. So that is like the latest weekend that we can do. So it's not a Friday, it's not a Saturday. Which is not ideal, you know, it's not the best days, but at least it is still on a weekend. Let me add some drama to the chat then. Someone in Twitch chat said Texas is the same? Huh? Hang on, what drama are we on about there, Fed? What drama? Nah, to be fair, I genuinely don't think you could start drama. We have Jim try to start drama at times, but you know, he's like our little community troll. But in general, like we have a nice community. You know, everyone is friendly with each other. Macbeth, Roman, and Juliet Ham. Oh my god, the dad joke. The unintentional but very clever dad joke. Dude, you have literally just succeeded in something that chat have not done in a very long time. You came up with an actual clever dad joke. The bars around Primal are dives? No, they're not. You like them and you know you do. And announcements on Discord? It's actually in stream schedule. We love tobacco at NC. I don't smoke cigs, but I smoke tobacco pipe. A lot of people have been saying that, to be fair. Oops, I literally just walked straight past everyone, didn't I? Yeah, a lot of people have been saying, like, it's a lot cheaper, apparently. What was the good dad joke? I refuse to repeat myself, Ranif. If you didn't see it, then that's on you, I'm afraid. Like, I'm absolutely not repeating dad jokes. They are once and done for me, I'm afraid. So if you didn't hear it, that's your fault. You should have been paying attention. Yeah, we're definitely getting to the next boss. What do we think Brothers is going to be, guys? Brothers counts as 2 bosses, by the way. At least I'm pretty sure it does. What do we think it's going to be? Any bad bosses so far? I can't remember, because other than the stream squeaky, the last time we did the 8 randomizer was like 2 months ago. Do you own a monocle with that pipe? You know what's funny? I actually own a monocle because of Twitch chat. I'm just saying this right now. I do own a monocle because of Twitch chat. They forced me to buy one with a costume. Absolutely not, Thrice. Absolutely not. Because that's a habit more than anything. What I would suggest doing, right, if you are actually serious about wanting to quit, take the vape and put it in another room of the house. A room that you rarely go to. What do you mean, Rana? Yeah, I would definitely suggest putting the vape in another room and then just try, like, you just have to keep forcing yourself. You will definitely get those thoughts in your head of, I need to smoke, I need to vape, I need to smoke, you know, like you need nicotine. And the first day is always just trying to ignore those voices in your head, essentially. Wheel of Pain isn't Primal suffering enough with quitting smoking? You know what? That's actually an interesting point. I wonder how I'm going to stand the wheel this month. That is going to be an interesting one. Like going through the whole wheel without smoking. And while I'm technically still in the quitting process. Because I mean, the wheel is what, 13 days away now? Yeah, it's 13 days away. So it would be interesting. It would be very interesting to see how I manage that stream. When someone asks you if you want one, then just tell them no. Also true. Also true. So that's probably one of the big things. Like whenever someone says, "Oh, I'm going for a smoke, are you coming?" You will instantly. Your body just sort of instantly caves into routine and habit where you basically say yes without thinking, and then you're just like, wait, no. You know what I mean? You always have to correct yourself. How randomized is this FF8 run? Very. Everything is randomized. Literally everything is randomized. So you guys say it's going to be Alvaro, which is not going to work with the space in the other one. Oil boil. I can't remember what bosses we've actually had this randomizer, so I can't remember which ones are actually clear. Oh, we know about the switch command. Man, FFA tutorials are so weird. Right, well, I don't want you, I want you back. There we go. Now let's go jump on a train. Oh, you know what? That's actually a really good thing as well. With me quitting smoking, it means I can do long train rides now. Because that was one of the things I always hated, right? Like long train rides. Because then you would get off the train and I'd just be like, oh, I need to smoke so bad. Because obviously I was going like an hour between cigs, whereas on a train you go like 2, 3, 4 hours of no cig. I'm not actually going to have that issue anymore. Dude, that is insane. I'm so happy about that. That's probably, you know what? That's probably going to be one of the best things. Like, I'm not going to experience that for a while, because obviously there's no events that I'm aware of for a while. And Square have kind of just recently fired all of their PR guys. So I have no idea how events are going to actually be for that. But yeah, next time I need a train, I'm going to enjoy it. Are the brothers 3 separate fights? No, 2, I believe. No, it's never going to be anything like that, Dom. There's never going to be anything on the wheel like smoke a cig. Like that's just never going to happen. Dawn, it's my old bedroom this year. I want to try and get into YouTube this year, so I'm going to turn this into a studio for it. I've got a little chance already in the making for it. Nice. But yeah, all you have to do is just fight yourself whenever you decide you want to smoke. You are going to struggle. Make no mistake, you are going to struggle. The first day is by far the worst. Like, it is just horrendously difficult, the first day is. Because your body and your mind will both be screaming at you. As long as you can get through that, and then when you go sleep, the second day is way easier. Way easier for sure. $30 for a pack of cheap smokes here. Wait. $30? Dude, where the hell are you from? That's madness. Get a car? I have a car. There are just some things that using a train for is infinitely easier. Like, if I have to go London, for example, I am never driving. Like, even people who live in London hate driving in London. Never mind somebody who doesn't live in London. I would never, ever drive around London. Never. It's like, I don't mind long drives. I quite enjoy long drives. But I would never drive around London. It just sounds like Sin Unleashed that does for us. Hey, Pan, how are you? Is the card setup randomized as well? It can be. We can totally make cards randomized. I didn't personally do that because I'm not really going to be playing cards. But yeah, you can totally make the cards all randomized. Hey, Pan, well done. You for doing so well cutting the smokes. Ain't easy to say the least. Thank you, Wobbly. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge, man. It's definitely a challenge. I've not managed to completely go cold turkey, but I've gone from 20 a day to 20 in a week. So a little bit of success there. Like on average, I've gone from 20 to 2.8 a day. And then the next 4 days, I am back at work, which means I will have 0 chance to smoke. So the next 4 days are going to be the complete cold turkey success. It's going to be so good. New Zealand, we go after smokers and vapors pretty hard here. Dude, that's insane, man. About $40 here in Australia. No wonder there's a massive illegal market. Yeah, that is crazy expensive, dude. Like, at that point, yeah, it's kind of obvious why there's a market for underground cigs there. Not playing cards? Who even are you? It's because all the items are randomized, so we don't really need to. 20 hours of grinding with 4x speed and frequent encounters to beat Kamari, it was hell. Yeah, the early games in those challenges are very difficult for sure. But then as you start going through, it becomes much easier. After all these years, it's the first stream. Also wishing you all the best with quitting, mate. Thank you, Pen. Thank you very much. Also, welcome to your first stream then. Hopefully, I can give you some great enjoyment. If not, then, I don't know, just insult me or something. I'm sure you'll get enjoyment out of that. It's what most people get enjoyment from anyway. Guess I think we need to go after alcohol a bit. Too much crime. See, I agree with that. I think alcohol should be targeted more than smoking. Because here in the UK, like, one of the reasons why smoking prices have gone up so much is because they try and say, oh, it's to help the NHS. Like, smoking is such a burden on the NHS. Yeah, smoking can be a burden, but one, you can get lung cancer without smoking. And two, alcohol is far, far more of a burden than smoking. Because you've got drunk drivers, you've got people who are violent when drunk, you've got people who fall when they are drunk. Like, there are so many situations where alcohol is far worse, but it gets a complete pass. It's like alcohol prices have barely changed in 20 years. Whereas cigarette prices in the last 20 years have gone from just under £4 a pack to nearly £16 a pack. That's how crazy the prices have gone. Why did Irvin hate having someone take his picture? He's rather... Oh my god. No. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh my god, man. You guys are horrendous with these dad jokes, dude. Seriously. Speed up. Okay. Well, we already have a magical lamp, so we don't need that. I mean, the energy crystals could be nice, because I'm pretty sure I can turn them into Ultima. I'm pretty sure I can anyway. Try getting rid of alcohol, it didn't work. See, I wish we could do that in the UK, man. Alcoholics are actually held for government money, smokers aren't. Exactly, Rob, exactly. Here's a go-to ED for alcohol-related injury. It's honestly crazy for our local emergency room how many of them are actually caused by alcohol. But then we do live in one of the most deprived areas in the country, so a lot of people use alcohol and drugs to just make it through the day. But either way, it's still incredibly stupid. Yeah, we'll get the code, don't worry. Kinda sucks you have to actually talk to this guy before you can just go and get the code. I suppose I will actually buy the tracker. Might as well, it makes life a little bit easier. Nearly everything it did was accompanied by awards. Oh my god. No, Foster, no! Absolutely not, man. 6 hours, the people generally don't go and still drink like crazy. See, the taxes on the UK are actually pretty low, I think, for alcohol. Yeah, I don't want alcohol to be completely removed at all. Like, I will fully agree. I don't want it to be completely removed. But I think it's super hypocritical that they can, like, screw smokers like that and then leave alcohol completely free. Where does the tax money go from tobacco? Same place all the other tax money goes. Into people's back pockets. No, we're not gonna get political here, so let's avoid the political discussion, I think. Alright, are we ready for another boss, guys? Andy, finally caught a stream. Greetings from Scotland. Where are you from down south, Primal? I am from down south. You managed to guess it, yes. That is the closest location you are getting to me. No, I do not reveal where I'm from, I'm afraid. But that is definitely the closest you are getting. No, I'm just gonna use that to heal. Alright, let's go do another boss. Go lane 2. Should have health warnings on them. What, cigarettes? Cigarettes do have health warnings on them. Like, I would show you a pack, but obviously I don't have any anymore. It's like I was thinking maybe I have one in the bin, but no, I don't. You know what, though? I need more chocolate, man. I'm starving. Like, I know I'm gonna order a Domino's in a minute, courtesy of Evil. But still, I need chocolate now. Exactly, Blossom. Why did Esther always have such great technologies? I mean, there could be multiple reasons for it. Right, 121. Let's quickly write that down. 121 is the code for us. But, I mean, there's plenty of things it could be. It's kind of like Japan, right? Japan has insane technology compared to the rest of the world. They just don't really share it. And of course, there's also other factors, you know? Maybe other places didn't want the technology. Oh, come on, bro. How south? Like near Brent? Like somewhere in the country. Like somewhere in the country. No, I will never reveal my actual location. Some people know it, some people don't. But that's just from, like, specific circumstances. That's an interesting boss, right, guys? That's a very interesting boss. I still need to sort out Squall's magic. I'll give him focus on due to the second-hand smoking issues, though. Okay, I get that, Fox. I get that. Right. But, okay, and I feel like this is quite important. Second-hand smoke can cause issues. Yes, I fully agree. So, it got banned in public places. Again, fair enough, understandable. What about the effects that alcohol has on other people? It's like you could be just walking down the street and a random drunk guy could think you look at him bad. And he could beat the crap out of you. That's essentially the effects of secondhand drinking. You know what I mean? So it kind of goes both ways with that argument. I mean, that one also depends on the country. Like, not all cheap food is technically rubbish that's barely legal to consume. You've died to Ifrit before? Yeah, I might have died to Ifrit before, but we're not going to talk about that. Any fun walls in the run so far? We had a pretty big wall in Dollet. We had a pretty big wall in Dollet for sure. There are laws against that though? Yeah. Yeah, but does that mean that that completely stops it? No. Still got a bit to go. Drunk in public is illegal locally. Yeah, being drunk in public, but that doesn't really matter when some drunk guy is going to have no hesitation to just beat the crap out of a random person because they wanted to. You know what I mean? So it does both go the same way. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not defending either or. Like, I'm absolutely not saying either or in this situation. Like, I'm just saying that, like, they both impact others around you. Different ways, yes. Absolutely, both in different ways, but they do still impact people around you. It's a total ban of alcohol. It's pretty much impossible to stop that, though. I know. Like, don't get me wrong. I would never call for a total alcohol ban. Likewise, I would never call for a total smoking ban. You know, it's like if people want to drink, they can. If people want to smoke, they can. Your argument was that alcohol wasn't getting targeted, but it is. No. My argument was that it's not being targeted anywhere near as much, and the excuses that people are using for it are ridiculous. That was my argument. It's like, I'm not saying it's not getting targeted at all. What society can really do is criminalize the antisocial effects. Agreed. But that only works if people actually get punished for it. I mean, I don't know how the states are for this kind of thing, but here in the UK, we're becoming very much of a nanny state. But we need a new subject anyway, guys. This is starting to feel like we're getting slightly political now. And I don't really like doing political on streams, just because obviously everybody has their own opinions, and opinions can clash. It's like if people want to talk politics, oh, we got Biggs and Wedge this time. If people want to talk politics, they can join the Discord server where we have a politics section. I think this is the dollar version. Yeah, this is dollar version. So we're about to get Siren. We're about to get Siren. We got this, man. So the problem we have in New Zealand about it's an issue in UK too is people like King hitting people and stuff, so like sucker punch to the back of the head. And it's pavement since it's dead. Really big problem here. I don't know necessarily on like how it actually happens, if that makes sense. We do have an issue with obviously drunken fights, but what particularly happens in those fights, I don't know. We got a padded room for politics, exactly. Exactly, man. Like, we're probably We're probably one of the only communities as well that actually really freely allows a political discussion. Hey, I am not a crackhead. I'll have you know I've never once done drugs. The only drugs I've ever done are the ones that the doctor has prescribed to me. And I suppose technically nicotine, because that's technically a drug if you want to be specific. Because the country can compel you to make it available for licensing if they deem it in public interest. They also don't technically have a fair use law in Japan. Like, Japan doesn't technically have fair use. Which is quite funny when you get down to it. Because it's like they moan about like, well, let's use Nintendo as an example. They moan about YouTubers making content for the games and all that. So they will flag you on that sort of stuff. But then if you actually make unique content for like YouTube and stuff like that, the law in question should be the law for the US where YouTube is based. That's the only law that should matter. Where obviously fair use is a thing. But then Japan kind of forces their way with it. It's like Nintendo forces their way. So it's like, I don't think a lot of Japan actually care about their own laws. That does surprise me. I can see you on pills in a rave. Wait, what? No. No. What do we name Siren? Alright, Siren was called OnlyFlans. No, I've never been to a rave. I don't feel like music, believe it or not. So that would never really be my scene anyway. But other than that, I've never once took a pill. Funny fact, I can't even swallow pills. It's like any time I go to the doctors and I need like antibiotics or anything like that, I kid you not, I always end up on like the child's version of amoxicillin because I can't swallow tablets. Like I physically can't swallow them. So I have like what's the word? It's like a built-in rejection policy. Oh yeah, we got Brothers as well. Right guys, we have no name for Brothers. Does anybody want Brothers' name? If not, we will go with the default for now. But yeah, I always end up on like kids antibiotics like amoxicillin because I have to have liquid version. Enemies still scale with my level, yeah. So it's like the level scaling hasn't changed. No raving for Primal. Yeah, I've never raved. It's never really been my scene, you know what I mean? It's funny you say that, Wham. My partner's the same way. Like, she can take pills without a drink as well, and I'm just like, how on earth do you do that? I've not finished it, Nandy. I've not finished it yet. We're actually going to be streaming that again next week. Yeah, I'm only about halfway through it as well. In terms of how it is, it's freaking amazing. 10 out of 10. Hands down, 10 out of 10. Ugh. Right. Okay. Let's, we'll just mark this one as a maybe later then. So we'll just leave it as brothers for now. If anyone wants it, we can always edit the save later. Does eating food not help you with pills? Kinda. I can take really, really small ones if I mix it in with yogurt. So if I mixed in with yogurt, I can have really, really small ones. But that is it. That is literally it. Are you aware of how much the GBA Pokemon games are worth now? Nope. Please do enlighten me, because I actually still have all of mine. I guess one of the bosses, I don't know, was one of them. I know I said Alfred, but I always get them confused. I think everyone does. I really think everyone does, because they do look very similar, don't they? They look and sound very similar. Am I sure I'm not a cat? I'm fairly sure I'm not a cat. Like, what? Why? Fire Red is 250 NZD. You know, when you said, like, the GBA games, I thought you were going to be on about, like, Ruby and Sapphire. Like, that's crazy that that's worth so much. That's actually crazy. I was not expecting anywhere near that much. Oh, dude, we finally got another magic junction. We finally got another magic junction. I promise that was only a cough. The other noise was a sound alert. That was not me, I promise. You timed that really, really freaking well, though, Dart. That was crazy how well that was timed. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, the timing was top notch there. Right, we need to give OnlyFlans to... You know what, we'll just give it to this one. We need to learn Magic Junction, because then I have 2 characters with good magic. I swear to God, I'm going to be so happy when this cough is gone. You cover pills in yogurt for cats? Oh, no, I don't cover the pills in yogurt. I stick the pills in a yogurt. Was that you, Joss? Yeah. Was that bank you, Joss? No. It's right, I heard a bang downstairs. I sold yellow, silver, ruby, sapphire, emerald, leaf green, and fire red, all loose for $800. Dude, what? That's crazy. I mean, how much are they actually worth? Like, do you have any idea on the individual prices? I'm pretty sure I've got red, blue, crystal, ruby, sapphire, emerald. In fact, oh my God, I can't stop coughing. I'm pretty sure I've got them all, like the first 3 gens. I don't think I have the boxies, though. Crystal is a lot. Oh, man. I wish we were talking. How to stop smoking is going well? It's going good, Jackie, other than the constant cough, dude. Other than the constant cough, it's going pretty good. Basically lean, yeah, basically. It's almost like a gag reflex I have with pills. So it's like if I ever have medication where I actually need to take a tablet, I pretty much have to put it in yogurt. And not just any yogurt either. But a fruity yogurt. Rough estimate, $1,200? Whoa, 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 whoa. There's no way Pokemon Crystal is worth that much. Surely. Surely not. Oh my God, this cough is really getting to me now. It is really getting to me now, man. Right, what do we got coming up? We've got the sewer and then Edia coming up, haven't we? I need to equip the GFs. Who are we giving brothers to? You know, I'm just going to give brothers here. Does she even have any magic to equip? Yeah, we have a little bit of magic. There we go. She can have Shalon Vet. We are kind of struggling with magic. Well, obviously, with with only having one character with magic stats, we're struggling to actually get the magic. I mean, I do have a couple of refinery abilities, but not a lot. And we aren't really getting many items. I might have to disable no encounter soon. Because if I disable that, then we can start getting items again. Might as well go junk shop. I don't really care about any of the other items there. Well, abilities. HP 80% could be really good. Again, don't really care about any of the others there. Hit junction, kind of pointless. Let's go auto protect, I think. Oh no, we'll go for more magic. We definitely want magic junction now on Siren. We need another magic junction. Yeah, we'll just stick with magic 60% there. Maybe I should just go call shop. Yeah, we'll go call shop, why not? And then we're still learning ribbon. Okay, we've got all the abilities decided. That's what we're going to be working on for now. I mean, anyone knows the texture of shrimp? Huh. A cough does sound rough, but not coughing up your lungs bad. It's not like it's not rough, it's more annoying. Like it's not really a lung, like chesty cough, it's more a throaty cough. It's like a little tickle in my throat. But it's all because of quitting smoking. And probably not being able to shift the rubbish. Like that's not helping either. No worries, Ranif, you go have a good night, bro. It's like enjoy whatever plans you have. If UK prices are crazy for Gen 3 at the minute, I think I still have all my Gen 3 stuff. I'm pretty sure I still have Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald somewhere. We're going to XD Gale of Darkness for the GameCube. Dude, I kind of wanted to buy that ages ago, but I could never find it anywhere. I still have the original Colosseum, though. A game for the GameCube. So, very... Eh? No, not one I've got. Not quite phlegm, like actual, like, rubbish. Your brother still has a P2 Game Boy Color. Same! We've still got ours. We still have ours. You like spoons? As in, like, the metal object you eat with, or, like, weather spoons? Colosseum is worth? Dude, I mean, Pokemon is crazy valuable, isn't it? Like, I know Pokemon does get crazy valuable. It's like I had my binder ages ago with like all my Pokemon cards in when I was young and that. I literally had the entire set for like the original thingy in that, except Charizard. And they were all in really good condition as well, unfortunately. The only thing is, I've literally no idea where those cards are. Literally no idea. I know Charizard is the card that's worth the most, obviously. But even then, having every single other card from the first set, and I had like the movie edition Mew and that. It's like I had every card originally other than Charizard. I bet you a collection like that would be worth over 100 grand these days. Bet you. Easy. So it does kind of suck that I have no idea where they were. Pretty sure you can break the internet if you have working gold silver crystal with its original battery? I definitely do with crystal. Like, I know for a fact I do with crystal because I've never, like, had an issue with it. And I've never had to change it or anything. I just don't know where the case is. I probably have silver and gold somewhere as well. I just don't know where. Like, I would have to look, but I probably have all three somewhere. Like, I would assume I do anyway. Anyway, guys. Anyway. I am afraid to say we have hit that time of night, people. Like, I'm afraid we are going to be ending things here for tonight. I am tired of choking my guts up, and I'm really hungry, so I'm going to go order that Domino's. Thank you once again, Evil. I really appreciate it. Oh, man. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some food, and I'm gonna hopefully get rid of this cough by having a nice drink. As for the next stream, guys, will be on Sunday. So that is Sunday, the 18th of January. We will be doing more Expedition 33. We are in Chapter 2. I can't remember whereabouts in Chapter 2, but probably either halfway or most of the way through Chapter 2. I know a lot of people say something big is coming, so I don't know. Obviously, I've never played it before, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. As I've mentioned before, if you aren't already in the Discord server, make sure you come and join, guys. In fact, let me get a link, because I know for some reason the links aren't always working these days. Right, here's a link for anybody not in the Discord server. Get your butts in there, people. We have some good fun. And we actually have some good things coming in the next week or two, but I'm not gonna talk about that just yet. For now, though, everybody, thank you also so very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed tonight, and I hope you are all going to have a good evening, whether that means going work, chilling, or going to bed. Until next time, though, everybody, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you later. Good night, everybody.